Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you happen to be in the world. Welcome to tradertv.live. We're seeing North American stock futures back in positive territory once again this morning, looking to extend an impressive rally from yesterday afternoon. We saw big name tech stocks come back to life yesterday, leading the market back to the upside late in the day and leading the S&P 500 overall back into positive territory on the year. Amazon shares notably strong yesterday, up 7%, their biggest single day rally since December of 2018. Overall, the NASDAQ 100 up nearly 3% yesterday, with big name tech shares adding $300 billion in overall market cap. Or market value, leading the advances and logging the index's best day since back in April. IBM shares on watch this morning after earnings. Positive report from IBM. We're also watching individual vaccine-related names after impressive moves yesterday. We have a couple with data set to be released on potential vaccines coming up this morning. Tesla shares back on the move as well. Stock was up nearly 10% yesterday, adding to that this morning, although just coming off a little bit recently here. On the data front, Canadian retail sales data for May out this morning showed an increase of 18.7% versus a 20% increase expected. It is Tuesday, July 21st, 2020. TraderTV.live starts now. We go look at Asian markets from the overnight session. Yeah, big moves to the upside here. You can see both Chinese markets back in positive territory, 3% for Shanghai there to lead the way. Let's go over to Europe and see how things are looking so far. Nicely positive across the board here for European markets. We'll shift over to North America and have a look at North American futures. Yeah, positive right across the board here. You can see all three U.S. markets pointing to an upside open. TSX futures here in Toronto, about 0.7%. Brazil's open already up 1%. We have Bitcoin 2% to the upside, crude 2% to the upside, and gold as well back in positive territory. If you see a trend, it's to the upside today, this morning, guys. Good morning. Speaking of upside, we have tech stocks, all about tech stocks. Big rally yesterday afternoon. A lot of them extending those gains, although we're just seeing a couple of these coming back to earth a little bit here. Tesla, though, pretty impressive yesterday.
Yeah, huge run in the afternoon. Great call. Shout out to our man on the floor there, Greg, who does sit behind us. Had a great little move in the afternoon, 1550, calling that level. It was a big time run. We got to 1700 on Tesla. There's a little bit of giving back. I'm seeing like NIO pull back, NEO pull back, and Tesla also pulling in a little bit with the futures, maybe rolling over. But again, they're up so much. You might anticipate a bit of that. We said earnings are interesting, but the EV and the coronavirus sort of vaccine names were going to be big time in play. Yeah, that in tech is where it's at. There's still big earnings to come, especially tomorrow when Tesla does drop. But today, it looks like the same names are going to drive the bus as yesterday, Sean.
Yeah, no, I love Tesla's set to open up at its highest open ever, it looks like, right here. Of course, we touched almost 1,800 not too long ago, last week, and then we probably touch it, honestly, today or tomorrow again. Anyway, so I mean, once they get this momentum going on this name, there's absolutely no stopping it. So we already know that. Tesla's huge run up, man. I mean, June 30th, we were at $1,000, so $1,000, and now we're up to 1,700. So that's just 2 or 3 weeks. You're up 70% in this name. It's going to be a wild one. A bunch of names on look, man. I really, really love Nikola this morning as well. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about some price levels coming through. A lot of these stocks, though, fading in right now as we get ready. I mean, the futures really aren't doing anything, but Nikola back down another $1. We'll see. Like Neil said, EV space pretty hot again, Brendan.
Yeah, a lot of them to have a look at this morning, including Nikola for sure, and Tesla, of course, coming up. Let's have a look, guys, at what is coming up a little bit later in the show. We're going to have another great educational video for you. Yeah, we'll talk all about our setups here. So we see the guys over at the desk talking about different monitors, their layouts, things like that, how they're looking at the market, what they require as far as necessities and what is kind of not so important. But we'll talk all about our layouts, trading stations coming up, guys, for an educational video for you. Valeria will have that for you a little bit later in the show. Speaking of Valeria, let's go over to the desk and say good morning.
Good morning and hello everyone. I wish you a great trading day, and we are here as usual to make it even better. Please sign up to our daily free watch list at the link I'm sending on the chat, and subscribe to this channel to receive notifications when we are back on air. And guys, of course, please support and smash the like button. Let's get it started, and back to Brandon.
Absolutely, guys. Hit the like button and subscribe. We topped 60,000 subscribers yesterday. Thank you so much for that. If you're joining us for the first time, we do this every single day. Yeah, hit subscribe. We do it every single day that the market is open. Hit subscribe so we can let you know the next time that we come back on. Let's jump into the top 10 traders list from Day Trade the World yesterday. Another great day here at Day Trade the World. You can see mostly U.S. markets at the top here, still 5 figures top to bottom. Some European landscape coming into play as well. But another nice day for traders here at Day Trade the World, something we like to look at on a daily basis. Let's get into what is moving around in the pre-market this morning. We're going to start things off with Tesla. Yeah, Sean mentioned looking for all-time highs or the highest open ever for the stock today. Was up 10% on Monday, mostly in the afternoon. JMP Securities, guys, coming out this morning, downgrading the stock to market perform from outperform. What do we do with Tesla here, guys?
First, I want to give a quick shout out to our good friend OJ Ovo, who is back. Thank you for the super chat there. And we do see the other one there from one of our new members. Well, actually not a new member yet, but Michael Hanna, the nice little banana action. Tesla, big time high flyer. Certainly, we already mentioned a couple of levels here. Sean, all-time highs, 1,700. It feels like the first test of an even is usually a good one. It's put one in the pre-market and slid off rather heavily. If you want to look back to earlier on, if you look back at this level earlier on last week, you did have a 1,600 bit of a resistance point turning into possible support, at least on the way up yesterday. So I would look for a possible bounce off 16. We've gotten away from that 1,700, which would be a breakout. I'll probably take one shot at the first test, shorting in front of the even. I think that's usually been good for 10, 15 bucks worth of a scalp trade.
Yeah, I won't be going short this one, but yeah, I mean the shorts are paying off right now. I mean this stock was looking to go 1700. Now you're down to 1630. So yeah, they're hitting this right now. Not sure why, other than the fact that it's up so much. Tesla now back to negative territory. Brendan, we closed yesterday 1664. I want to make the trade, or sorry, 16. Where are we here? This is a 3-minute chart. Come on, Sean. Let's put this down to a 1 minute. I just want to see yesterday's close because to me that would be where we go long again. So probably somewhere around here. 1645. So we just crashed through there. That's not a bad level. What I want to look at was there was some bunching up here, 1630. That's right where we're at right now. And then the bottom down here, 1590 yesterday at 2 o'clock before we hit that and bounce back. So I'd look at 1590 if we can get there, which we may get there faster than we think. And then again, if you do like the long, as it seems like you're not going to get a chance right now, wait for 1640 to break. That's where we closed yesterday. I think that's a decent long rate around here, 1640, 1645, 41, 42, whatever. You're picking at straws at that point. But that's what that is. Microsoft coming up. You're right, OJ. Also, Snapchat going to be a good trade today.
Sean, I'll come right back to you here with Nikola. We were talking a little bit about Nikola, obviously another one in the EV space. Moving back to the downside, a little bit of a mirror image here of Tesla. If you look at the chart right now, we had the offering yesterday, news of the offering yesterday. Also, Deutsche Bank downgrading the stock yesterday. So a bit of a red day yesterday. We're back to the upside today.
Look, I mean, OJ, do you ever stop? I just want to give you another little bit of credit more again here. Thank you, Andrew Min, for coming on board as well. And then OJ, another big banger there with $2,000 on, I guess, Tesla, and the first one was Softy. So congratulations, OJ, there. If you ever need a job, you can come over here. Okay, Nikola here, you saw that drop, obviously, off those warrants. We talked about that. That was an epic drop, 49 all the way down to 40 the other day in the aftermarket. And then yesterday, we just cruised. Nothing really happening with Nikola. We were able to make some longs up here, but we were waiting for a 41 break, and that just never happened. And then I thought today, okay, 41 break is going to happen because we were just hovering around all morning, and then we dipped now below 40. So honestly, right now you're stuck in a little bit of a channel here. It needs to break definitely above 41, and then you got to get above this little spot where we danced around, which is 42. So if we get 41, I think we get 42. So we'll trade it for sure through 41 today. But right now, Nikola, I mean, look at the daily chart, guys. It's such a brand new stock. It's not going to give you that much other than the bottom was 37, 38. So, I mean, if you're going to go long, you can have your out at 38. I do like that. I think the risk and reward is there. We know what Nikola can do once it gets going. So I like the long.
Yeah, I mean, I had one thing written down when I came in from my first tweet this morning, 41 on the break side. The downside break for a short in that 38 level that Sean's talking about, just remember where this came from. The opening day got just about to 36, so you're going to likely find a little bit of support down there. So whatever breaks at 38, I'm going to be looking to see if we can't defend some of those prices from the first couple of sessions on Nikola.
All right, guys, let's continue our way through the electric vehicle group. We'll talk about NIO here next, another impressive mover from Monday's session, up about 6%. China International Capital Corporation upgrading the stock overnight over in China to outperform from market perform. Another one that's very active here in the pre-market again today.
Yeah,
I just want
big
to
upgrade
address,
they got there.
Yeah, Callaway Jones here, just because you've been on the show a bunch of times, and you're up $4,000 right now on IBIO. I would sell a third. That would be my advice. Put some money in your pocket here. You're bouncing off against highs here that it's never been to. So I would get out of half or a third, and then roll the 2/3. Maybe half if you're a little less risk adverse, but obviously you already made 4K overnight, so I think you have a decent spot there. So, oh my God, another one by OJ right here, guys, another 20 bucks. So let's just, OJ, putting up the pins and knocking them down. Thank you so much, my friend. That's been some big super chats today, $60 in total, in fact. Neil, I wasn't even listening because I was looking at IBIO, but why don't you take over whatever symbol we're
No, we're talking about the NIO here, NIO, with that big upgrade that they got. So, look, obviously, we talk about these upgrades and downgrades. You also have to look into the history of who's doing them and what they might mean. Just sort of gapping up with the rest of the space and pulling back in. Tesla, you saw roll over a little bit, right back into aftermarket prices here at 13.20. I was actually thinking, hey, if we test 13 off the open, is that a dip buy opportunity in NIO? I didn't think we'd already be here. A lot of times you get that 9:30 volume. You want to see where that comes, and then maybe there's an opportunity to jump in. So I'll give one shot to 13 even. I'm looking at 13.50 maybe as a quick little to the upside. If I can slip some shares in for a scalp short that way, that'll be okay. 13.75 was going to be a breakout price for me. I don't know that that's going to be in the cards. I just want to quickly update OPK here, a little small cap. You're going to see I got a position in, and the board looks good today, guys. So I think we got all that fixed. I grabbed a short on the rollover, OPK, a bit of a move to the upside, holding $6. Got this consolidation at 75, took some out 65, took some out here in front of 60. I do have a target. Ultimately, if we can get to 5/4, I'd be very, very happy with that. But next out will be 5.50 and then 5/4. So OPK already a nice little win here to the short side.
We're in the EV space here, guys. Workhorse, WKHS, notably active as well in the pre-market here, coming back into the 1675, 1680 level. Pretty significant area for Workhorse. They announced they've secured an additional $70 million in financing from investors. So a little bit of news, but obviously just moving with the overall group as well.
I mean, it's just a matter of what pick your poison, I guess, when you talk about Workhorse versus Nikola versus SPAC. We didn't even talk about SPAC yet there, so that's a big one there for Fisker coming through. But yeah, Workhorse yesterday, the same time basically that Tesla was catching fire, so was Workhorse. So up from 14 all the way to 16 and change, and then stopping a little bit and hesitating between 16.20, I'd say, and 16.75. So I mean, there's a little bit of hesitation here, including a pullback into the end of the day. So I would actually go long, but watch out for 16 break, because it tried it a couple times there in the afternoon and just didn't break. So I'm really looking at that as a possible break area to the downside, and then 17 up. But let's just see what the daily chart looks like. You got to get through this 18.25. So the minute we can do that, then I think we see 2021 again. But for right now, it's just bouncing. I like the long. Let's be perfectly honest here, 17.30 to the upside. I honestly think, though, I mean, if it's going to go lockstep sort of with Tesla, then you might as well just watch Tesla a little bit. Oh, there we go. We're already bouncing a little bit on Tesla here. But you got to watch that as that comes all the way down to 16.20, sort of where we talked about this little bunched up area, and now going upside again. I'd love to go long right here on Tesla if the market wasn't open. But watch Tesla and Workhorse. They're probably going to trade together today.
Yeah, I'm looking at a workhorse here as 500,000 shares in pre-market volume versus NIO, which is 10 times that. It's very likely, I think, to stay in the active names. There's nothing wrong with workhorse here, but you look at Nikola, which is the more expensive stock, doing more volume as well. I feel like I don't need to play all four of those. I'm going to be looking at Nikola, Tesla, and NIO today, and probably in addition, possibly to SPAC. So I don't know that I'm going to be all over this workhorse.
Grab that, Sean.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I want Valeria to grab it, but Dr. Williams is in the building. Thank you so much. There's another hundy right there. Dr. Williams, biggest profit day yet on Tesla. Thank you so much for that, and let's just make today even bigger than that. But I do want to advise everybody, look, OJ, Dr. Williams, it's your money. It's do whatever you want, but like sometimes, guys, it still is July, right? And so let's slow down. There's earnings coming up. Be safe, trade accordingly, but congratulations, Dr. Williams. I mean, I'll put the pins up for you as well. Big time hitter right there, knocking them down. Is it even a strike? I haven't even seen that graphic yet.
Oh, yeah.
Thank God it's not like a split or something. That would be horrible. But Dr. Williams, thank you so much for that. Bringing out the big dogs right there. Hold on, I'm just going to do an explode money. Thank you so much for that one. And we'll throw to Valeria very soon.
All right, guys, let's continue along here. Thank you, everybody, for the super chats this morning. We appreciate it. Cruise operators back on watch this morning, guys, as a group showing a little bit of relative strength, gapping to the upside. However, HSBC downgrading Carnival today, lowering their price target. Carnival also came out and said that they are continuing installation work of a new food waste disposal management system in all of their ships in anticipation of operations resuming at some point. So work has started as far as getting things ready to get back on the water, but Carnival, NCLH, and also RCL, all to the upside, but coming back in at this point as well.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at NCLH here. It's only up 2% right now. But the interesting thing to me is going to be that daily chart when you look at Norwegian. Just look at us rounding off around this sort of 15 support area. 14.75 to 15. Been a nice little hard bottom for the last, call it 3 or 4 weeks or so. So I think that's going to be interesting if we can hold this and maybe catch a breakout off of that at 15.40. The market might not be helping us with this rollover, so I will be looking at that break if I can get it. If you get a failure to take out that price, it's a short in front of it. For me, I'm going to stick with Norwegian today, sort of going back and forth between that and CCL.
Okay, I see you there. Wow, I mean, I love it when this board is all lined up here. Michelle, thank you so much for this as well. mRNA, Overstock, Space, and Nikola. We've already talked about Nikola, so let's do a little space right now for you. Nice, thank you so much for that. I mean, you guys have been so super generous and kind, and I also did want to thank all of our new members that were coming through as well before we do Virgin Galactic here. What up to Daniel? Thank you so much, Daniel, as well. I mean, this is just fantastic, guys. You know we do this show for you, and who else takes questions like this, honestly? Rapid fire like this, all about trading. So I think that's fantastic. Thank you so much. Okay, Virgin Galactic right here. I talked about it yesterday that I didn't like it, that it was a little overheated, and that it wouldn't be up here to 24. You did see a huge crash, and then of course a little bit of a rebound. I mean, if anybody's going to go into to the moon, it's probably going to be Virgin Galactic first. It seems like they're well on track. There's obviously Blue Ocean? I forget what it is with Bezos. He's trying to do something as well. I actually don't mind it today. 23.75 long on this name. You can always get out if it does break this VWAP down here. 22.90. We did have a little bottom there yesterday. 22.75. So break through 22.75. We're going to go short, but I do like it $1 higher than that. What up, V?
Hey Sean, just a huge shout out to OJ, to Dr. William, and to Michelle, guys. Thank you very much for your support. You're so generous. And the most important thing, we are really happy to see that you really do profits with us. That's the main thing. And special shout out to Dr. William for $50 for my coffee. That's going to be like the best coffee in my life. I can put like 100 syrups for 50 bucks.
Explain the coffee that you get.
Okay, so it's usually grande blonde roast in a venti cup with cream, 2 pumps of hazelnut, 2 pumps of caramel, and 2 brown sugars. But today I can put 50 caramel syrups.
Wow.
Thank you, guys.
I have no idea what you're saying.
I feel like you guys are going to have to hit rewind to make sure you got that. There's
We
a
need a
test
calorie
afterwards.
count on that coffee, I think.
One milk.
Yes. Black.
I have mine just black. I like to keep it. Sometimes I'll put a little syrup in there, but I want to get to this mRNA very, very quickly because we get these super chats, and we do love them. Interesting pivot for me if it ever breaks that 78. We've seen a lot of these come back in on that positive news. The next one is going to be, I think, 9:55 today. We're waiting on NVAX to have some potential results. And this is that 78 that we're working with here. If it ever breaks through, support above that at 80. I think it's an interesting short at that 80 break. However, 78 is running right into that little support area. If you get it, catch an 80 break, I'll probably be looking at it through 84. But NVAX for me today, I wouldn't be making any strong plays until those results come. I believe at 9:55, Brennan.
Let's talk about that right now, guys. Let's jump down to Novavax here, the latest company to have their vaccine candidate trial data being released today. Yeah, 9:55 Eastern. We're going to get that data. Unlike yesterday or the past couple of days, we've had no time, but this one coming at 9:55 because they're presenting at a conference. So NVAX on watch here, guys. We had a big move up in the aftermarket yesterday when they announced that they're going to be releasing this data, but we're right back down again. 140 definitely a level, though, it looks like.
Yeah, this is one of those, I probably will not be touching it until we get those results, but how many times have we seen the sell-off when the announcements do come with any of these vaccine names? And if you look at the daily chart, you know what's been happening in NVAX. It did actually get past 150, but already sort of starting to come back in. I would not be surprised if we're holding above that 140 when this announcement comes and then you catch that bit of a break. That could start some sort of selling the news here, but you got to watch out for that headline when it does drop. Of course, thankfully you're with us, so Brennan's going to have that in real time as fast as it comes out.
I just want to see NIO here making a move back to the upside. This is a 3-minute chart. Comes all the way down to 1320. One thing that we didn't look at, guys, and thank you, David Z, for your kind words. Master, I don't know if that's true, but I'll take it. 1.7 million shares to the buy side right now on NIO. So we didn't bring this to your attention earlier. I just want to do it now. Pfizer also on board there as well. So NIO, and in case you guys are looking, what is this? This is a market on open imbalance locator, and look at this. Where's my button? BBBBBBB is all the way to the buy side today, including Carnival. And one that we haven't talked about, Alibaba, we do like that one breaking upside as well. Alibaba's just been a monster. Feel bad I didn't get any at 240 down there. But right now you're going to see NIO. I like it through 1350, but only 8 minutes to go. Watch out for the big buy to come in, settle down, then we'll try to go long on NIO.
Let's talk another one COVID related here, guys. Tonix Pharmaceuticals, TNXP, big, huge mover yesterday. If you go to the daily chart here, guys, real quick, we'll look at 3 now days to the upside. Big monster move on TNXP, another 14% today. They teamed up with Columbia University to work on treatments, therapeutic treatments for patients who already have COVID.
Yeah, they're making some tests at some of these levels from back in February, $2, and then up here at $2.15 or so, and then you're sort of rolling back in off of what looked like it was going to be a test of that 2 even, pre-market high of 195. So throw that number out for me. $2 is going to be that level for all the reasons stated. 170 is a bit of a pivot to the downside. I really like the break at 2 if I can catch it. If we get any kind of a failure to break past this sort of 190, 195 off the open, that would signal a short for me. I already had that OPK to the short side. I might be adding this one to that list. If you get one of those very quick little bounces at 930 and that sort of a sharp failure, I like to jump in on those on the way back in. Otherwise, it's a 170 break. Next support looks like it's going to be back at about $140.
All right, guys, let's have a look at the overall market. We'll bring Arun in here and check out what he is looking at as far as the futures are concerned. We saw a nice move, obviously, back to positive territory for the S&P on the year yesterday. Arun, we're kind of grinding back to the upside, but a bit of a pullback, I guess, at this point.
Yeah, yesterday was the day where we kind of broke through that 35 that I've been kind of marking off for the last few days. Yeah, it's been straight upside since then, right? And they got through that 50 as well. So now I think any sort of pullback, you're going to naturally think that there's going to be some support. And for me, I'm looking between 55 and 60. For the first level of minor support. So if we can get down into that area and catch some buying, I'm going to take a shot at the long. The only thing that concerns me is the selling that I'm seeing around the 70 area, 70 through 75. So I'd be a little worried about that. But I mean, for now, the trend is up. It has broken and cleared any sort of resistance that was there previously. So I would think now that we have a clear line upside to the 3,300 level on the ES futures. How we get there with earnings on the horizon, it could be one of those slow grinds and then earnings shoot us there. But given how the markets moved yesterday, I don't think the market cares about earnings a whole lot right now. They are willing to move. NASDAQ, like you said earlier, 3% in one day on what really, right? It just took off. So in this market, I think anything can happen. It's just a matter of identifying the clear areas. I've got 70 through 75 as minor resistance, 55 through 60 as minor support. And we'll see how this one plays out if we get past either one of these levels. But that's all I'm looking at for today.
Great stuff. Thank you so much, Arun. We'll have a look at how those levels come into play a little bit later on. DTW, we were looking at this one yesterday, kind of a second day to the downside type of idea here. If you go to the daily chart, you remember, huge move up yesterday. It just failed the entire day. So they faded the move the entire day, even throughout the afternoon. On the daily time frame here, this 3 to 305 area, you can see all kinds of resistance around 3 to 305. So that's this line here. So any kind of pop off the open up into 3, up to about 310, 315 even, we'll be looking at DTW, guys.
Okay.
Yeah, another one of these here. I just want to update you guys very quickly. It's going to be one of these types of days already. Yeah, that's right. I'm going to throw that hot dog back in there. I tend to think it's a good graphic. Plus, baseball's going to be open up. I'm going to have a dog on Friday when the Jays open. OPK for me, we grabbed that short 575. I talked about getting out in front of 50s, so we did take another leg out there for the 20-cent win. I do like it to hopefully break this 550, and then next target is in front of the quarter. If we can reload in the 70s to 75 range, we'll do that. 585 stop. Long for me is going to be a breakout through 6. Otherwise, I'd love to see us test this afternoon, or check that sort of early afternoon high from yesterday at 510. If that 5 quarter does come in, those are the 2 places I jump into the long side of the trade here. With only 4 minutes to go, we have a wealth of names to be watching. NEO just bounced about 20 pennies back up to that 1350 area.
Yeah, we're long right now, 1350, we're long. So we've already got long. We're waiting to get out from 54s. That's right where it bounced off of last time. So if we're lucky enough to get that, great. But we don't like to be in too early, but now we are. So we'll wait to see. Hopefully that can overtake this 1350 area. If not, there is some downside stops here. Just because this is pre-market, we're going to be really, really careful. 1335 or so on the downside there. It looks like it may break. So whatever. We got in a little bit too early there. But it does break through 1350 on that run, so we'll take that. I'll put this back down to 1 minute chart. I do have Donkey Kong going through as well. Those of you guys, I mean, a lot of people love trading DraftKings, and obviously it's a great name. So we'll wait to see on that one. I love the 3680 break right up here. What we've been doing, just like Neil said, there baseball is coming back, basketball is coming back, and people love to bet. So here we go. This name is going to be one that's going to be a runner, hopefully, taking out the top side. You saw what it did yesterday. Obviously, a big dump off here in the afternoon. It was trying to break these highs before coming back and now getting a little bit to the upside here. So I do like DraftKings through that level. And then let's just take a quick check back on Nikola. Yeah, Nikola bounces off that 39 level that we talked about, 39.70. We're going to wait for 40 and change. But again, it needs to sort of clear all this stuff here. I may go long right off the open just because I think this is a decent price, but it doesn't mean that this is a breakout right now. SPAQ, another name that we haven't looked at yet today, but I always like to. That's SPAC, only 200,000 shares, so not, come on chart, not doing that much today, but this one will be on look as well, SPAQ. So just a few things right now, not much actually happening as the futures are looking to bounce around. Where's Tesla at? Is it back over 50? Let's just have a quick look. Tesla 1640, this is the danger zone right here. This is right where we closed yesterday. So come on charts, change over. We talked about Tesla right at its opening price. So you see that it's right there right now. So watch out for a 1650 break. That's what I'm looking at right now on Tesla 1650.
Yeah, I'm just watching this IBIO. We got just a minute and a half to that open. 725 was going to be a bit of a pivot for me. We like the 8 break, but I mean 785 is the pre-market high. So if you take that trade, you run into immediate resistance. That's going to make me think about sort of let's jump to the 1 minute chart so you can see this just a little bit better. That's going to make me consider this level right here, about a 655, 755, 760 area push to the upside on IBIO. If it's going to make a first move, we can try to scalp that. But I really like the little rollover trade that gets you down to sort of this 690 area before catching next support. As for that OPK, we're going to go with our stop. It's trying to test that open here near our entry price at 575. My stop has been at 585 the entire time, so I'm just going to go ahead and leave it in. That's a 6 break if it ever goes, especially if it happens right away. Got to have those orders locked and loaded, ready to go. I don't know if Nicola's going to make its run, but it's now back above 40, so 41. Got to watch that break as well, Sean. With just 50 seconds here, Nicola, I'm watching IBIO, NIO in OPK, and that's not even talking about IMRN, which made another move to the upside. I'm watching this level here at 1880. If we can break that, it would be a short. I think we have to go pay for shorts. If we hold this off the open, we're going to try to catch a 21 even break on IMRN, which again is moving to the upside.
Oh man, like I just typed in the chat, like, wow, Nicola, yeah, we were just talking about that and how much I liked it, and then it just rips up that 40 cents. So watch out for 41. Just what we have on, we have OPK getting ready to go through the roof there, hopefully. Well, not hopefully Neil's short, but if it does go, we'll take the long. And then Tesla right now as well. Let's watch Tesla to start, guys. Here we go. Only 7 seconds. Who's on the bell? It's Mr. Randy. What's up? Hit that bell. 2, 1. Let's go, Randy. Here we go. Tesla now open, and
that is some serious belt. Randy never messes around when he's ringing that bad boy. He's not playing. That immediate test here might come on this IMRN at 21. I just saw it sort of make that opening move to 21 and then turn right around on a dime. So that name in play for sure. We're going to be watching this break. If it does come in here, we'll see if we can't get some shares in IMRN. You just want to make sure it's really going to go. Big time spread opening up at times on IMRN. It just broke and then sort of slid back in. So in the event it's trying to fake us out, I'm looking for a 2050 pullback dip buy and then a retest at 21.
And bang! There it is. Tesla, guys. Big $9 winner. We go long 150.40 right there and take it off. Nice little $9 winner to start the day on Tesla. So that one's going nicely for us, to say the least. Okay, and here we go. NIO still not open. Okay, we're waiting for this one to open up here. We'll wait to see if NIO can do that. But right here, Tesla out. Now we'll hold the rest. So we right there, we take $8 right there to start today. That's a chicken dinner winner for you. We talked about that breaking through 1650. Now we're going to hold it until 1640 break, which could happen right now. So we go 1 for 1, and then now we hold the rest, which could turn out to be a loser. If it breaks through 1640, it will get out. So right now, Tesla, nice win, followed by a loser. So we're going to watch these ones. NIO right now finally opened up.
Yeah, and IMRN still testing that 20 to 21. You're right about that, Neil. Sort of waiting for that to open as well. I want to check guys back on IBIO, which just completely rolls over through that 7 area. So immediately testing 690. IMRN's about to make the run through 21. I got 2080s to the long side. But let's go to Brennan. What do you have there for us, buddy?
Big mover as well in the pre-market here, guys. MTP, didn't get to that one. Mitatech up, almost 100% here. Just about to take out 340. Huge volume to the buy side off the open there for MTP, guys.
Yeah, we're going to be watching that, but IBIO starting to come back in. I'm going to use that 750 we liked for a break and turn it into a resistance point and try and grab some shorts. If we get back below that 7, I'm watching out for that next level to the 690 to the downside. We wanted to see it break that. I'm still watching NIO holding. Is it open? It's not open yet. We're still waiting for NIO to open. It's trading at 1351, but I don't want to be in until we get that open on the NYSE. IBIO okay, but OPK continues its move to the downside, guys. We still have all of our shares here looking for this 550 break. We've already taken profit in front of it. Now we want to see 550 break to the downside, and we'll take the rest out in front of 5 quarters.
Donkey Kong. Oh, so we do get out of our Tesla. We're going to go long again if that does break. So one for 2, I guess. $9 winner, $10 loser. Negative on Tesla right now. We're going to try it again if it breaks through 1650, and there it goes. But yeah, it just rips that time. We don't get any shares. So there we go. Tesla to the upside. And there we go. Now we're long. We're long again right now, guys. 1650. So let's see. Here it goes.
And guys,
right to the upside again.
No chance to get the 2 break on TNXP, which is already gonzo. You're going to have to look for quarters. You're going to have to look for pullbacks. We like that level, but it just went absolutely parabolic. There goes the quarter break that I just saw it there. So I actually don't get any shares, unfortunately, until we get to 30s. So forget about two even. You miss that trade, you move on to the next, catch a quarter break, and we got some 230s to the long side. Still in IMRN, we see that in the position board, hopefully. If you see any mistakes there, let us know. It should be corrected. I'm already taking some off at 240 here in front of that 250 on TNXP. We thought this might be a runner. We like the 2 break. Hopefully you guys got that, but we line it up and knock those pins down like we like to say here. IMRN retesting this 20 even. 1880 is the real support level that you got to be concerned about with IMRN there. If I can get a short through there, I will be reversing.
Okay, here we go, guys. Big time win right now. Let's go. I'm at 64. Let's go. If we can get Tesla going just a little bit more here, we'll get out of half at 1664 for a $12 winner right now. Bang! There it is. A nice little $12 winner. We talked about going back into it. We are still hella long right now, Tesla, at 1650. So nice little win. Unfortunately, that had to happen, but now we're going to the upside. Here we go, Tesla. $20 in the money right now. Long at 1650. Where are those super chats at? We're still going longer, guys. We talked about 1650 2 times. So Tesla making a move to the upside. Unfortunately, NIO heading south side, which is fine. Tesla, I'm not even looking at NIO anymore. Tesla, nice move, but we got to watch NIO heading back down. Might be a decent spot to pick some more up.
Yeah, I'm actually doing a reload in TNXP, which is headed back down. We got basically top wick out 245 on the initial break. Now we're looking to reload back in front of that $2 area. TNXP just picks them up there at 215. I'll see if I can get more in the teens on this little pullback on TNXP. When you get that first little break and you miss out on some of the trade, sometimes you got to be ready for those reloads if they do come in. So there goes TNXP. I just got some more. OPK is doing that little hold that it likes to do at times. I want to jump to Workhorse quickly here. It just rolled back into what was the sort of pre-market flush level at 17 bucks. I think it could be a rollover at this price and then short it in front of this little 1730 break area.
Here comes Donkey.
So I'm going to look at Workhorse to the short side. Donkey Kong?
Yeah, here comes Donkey Kong right now. We're going to see about going long again. Look at Tesla. Bang that one out, guys. Tesla just keeps on going. Hit the air horn. I see the wow, 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 guys. Yeah, you know what? You can't be afraid to trade these stocks. They're still going upside. 1674. We are still long right here. 1650. Let's see what happens to the upside here. Possibly getting out maybe 1690. I mean, that would be pretty sweet. We'll take a $40 winner anytime on that one. There goes Donkey Kong, and Donkey Kong to the moon right now. Bang! We are already huge today. We go long 36.83 on DraftKings. Take that out. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. It's a floss day. We are running things today, guys. Hope you're enjoying it. Let's go.
Watch out, guys. Just looking at that NVAX, of course, bit of a move to the downside. I would not suggest trading it before that 955 if the news comes out early. Fair enough, but watch out for this level here if it takes out 142.50. It is now below that 140 that we thought could break on the event the news does come out in about 15 minutes or so. So let's see if it's going to be selling off in front of that news and then maybe find a bit of a bottom. I would switch to thinking about a buy if it got low enough. Brennan, what do you got?
Another vaccine-related name, guys. Sorrento to the downside today, coming under pressure. We just broke that $8 levels, trying to hold again, popping back above it, but $8 big-time level for SRNE. Watch 825 up here as well. Was a little bit of support yesterday. Might be good to the downside, guys.
Watch out, Nikola just broke that 41, so engaged in the long there, guys. So I got the long at 05. We got 41.05. We're going to flush down toilet IMRN. Unfortunately, that broke that 1880. I don't have locates on that one to be able to reverse to the short side. We'll have to look in to see how expensive it is and whether it's going to be worthwhile. OPK broke that 550, so we're headed down towards our 5-quarter target that we're going to be all in love with down there. So if I get out in front of that, I'm looking for 5 even to hold support. But Nikola, new position alert, 41 even break.
Yeah, new position alert, Nikola. We've already taken some off right there. Long 41s out in the teens right there. Here we go. Let's keep going upside, guys. We'll wait to see on this one, though. Needs to go Nikola for us. Decent amount of shares. We are waiting to get out. So let's see. Bang, there it is. Out some at 18 right there. Chicken dinner winner, guys. Again. So we are pretty huge once again today. DraftKings, looking for that one to go. It was up here, 37.38. Not sure what made that turn around, but we are offering back on the board of that. And we did, guys, we did get out of Tesla. So there it is. Another big win, catapulting ourselves through the roof. Our last out there on Tesla was just a ho-hum, $13 win. So we got out our last bit there at 1663. So as it was falling back down, again, look at this bottom, 1663 right here. Not only do we like to talk about these, but educate as well. This was that little bottom right there. As soon as it breaks, we get out and flush that trade down. So what a great trade. It's been a monster morning for me here as we continue to go. And by the way, there goes DraftKings as well. I've hit Nikola out of the park for you guys as well. We gave that to you all the way down here, 31. I talked about it going at 41. Bang that out right now. We're up more than we were yesterday already, and it's 9:38. Let's just keep this train going, guys.
I'm taking my first leg of Nikola out here at 35 on the break, just sort of out in front of 41.50. That's a play I like. Reloading in TNXP at 190. 195 is where my stop is going to be. OPK, we got another leg out to the downside, so we have another win there. But I want to jump back to IM IMRN. And again, 1880 is going to be that sort of good level here for the short. If you got the shorts, I think I would like that up to about 21. Even we got to check in and see how much you might be paying for that trade. TNXP's trying to bounce. Bit of a battle being waged here. And I'll try to get you the level 2 here so you can see it at two even, guys. Back and forth. You are seeing a buyer step up, get smacked down. It's doing a lot of volume in and around this price. That's where my defense is going to be. But this is your level here. 195 is going to be my stop. That's a previous pre-market high.
Guys, look at this out again. 50s on Nikola, guys. Pig's getting slaughtered today. We are just, getting these out, getting these positions in and out and all around, man. What a big day, man. Donkey Kong as well. I gave you this break at 36.80, washed that out all the way up here. We're still long about half of this position, and then we're almost flat on Nikola, taking that one, and now we'll hold the rest. We'll see if we can go baking through. 41.55 might be decent, but this has just been a monster day, guys. Thank you so much for everything, for all the love. Yeah, put me in a night uniform. I don't know. Look, our guys are so busy. They'll figure out more things to do. But right now, yeah, you're right, guys. Feeling like Superman, and I hope you guys are as well. Thank you so much for those super chats. Thank you so much for your kind words. Let's just keep the momentum going here, guys.
Yeah, and here comes the move back up on TNXP. Looks like that battle of 2 is going to be won by the buyers, at least in the short term. So got a bit of a dip buy. Now we'll take off some shares at our original entry price and hold on to these shares that we got in front of the 195. Seems like a prudent thing to do. We did get top wick. I do feel like it's going to have some trouble getting back to 250, so I want to be able to buy some reloads if I can. But right now we're long at 204, in the money on TNXP, in the money on Nikola, in the money on OPK. But I want to get to IBIO after we come back from Brendan.
A little bit of news on NBEV today, guys. New age beverages. At one point, they were getting into cannabis drinks, but they have announced they're buying 5 e-commerce firms. So up big time on that move, or that news today. 63% here. Huge relative volume as well. This thing's already done 11 million shares, guys.
Need to get to NBEV. I did have a level written down there. I was watching 280 and 3 even, but here comes IBIO. OPK, we just, we're going to go case close on that one. We just hit the roller coaster ride, and it got us all the way down out in front of 525. We had a 575 short, just covered it in the low 30s for a 42-cent win on that name. I'm looking at IBIO in front of 7 even on a retrace here. We'd like to break out 750. Obviously, that's not going to be in the card, so I'm going to start fading into this name. Nickel's bouncing back. I'm going to look for a dip buy opportunity in a second, but first things first, got to get a short in IBIO in front of 7.
Yeah, just tweeting this out here about Nikola, guys. Follow us all on Twitter, and you. Hopefully you won't regret it. It's been a big day here. I'm just going to cut and paste this out, and then we'll show you some tweets right now. But yeah, Nikola, here's what we're talking about, guys. Or sorry, that's Donkey Kong. What was I doing? Yeah, wrong stock there. Donkey Kong we're talking about. Look at this stock all the way to the upside here, still going. This is why we dumped some of our Nikola here, guys. We've already washed it out, so we'll wait to see. But other than that, I just did want to say thank you so much to all of the viewers here yesterday. One of the biggest tweets that I've had, and it was just one of those ones that I decided to throw out last night, 9 p.m. Thank you so much, guys. We hit 60,000 subscribers yesterday, so I want to give a big shout out to all of our subscribers today. Not only do we love helping you guys out, but educating, teaching, and also financial literacy. There's obviously not enough of it out there, so thank you so much to everybody. Let's check in on the Twitter followers. 4860. I'm trying to get to 5,000. If you haven't followed me yet, do that. We're posting a lot of big things. And right here, I said, let's go Nikola, but obviously it's Donkey Kong, so we'll edit that one. But yeah, look at it, still going, guys. 80 plus cents now into the money. We trade big boy shares, so we got to get out of a little bit up here. Now we'll wait for the rest as we continue to go. What a banger that's been, guys. Follow me, and I hope that you will not be disappointed. A dollar winner right now. It is not Superman time, but it is time to hide your wife and hide your kids if you haven't, because I'm in the building. Let's go. Brendan, what up?
Nice move for Coke here, guys. Back to highs here, almost back to highs. We're trying to get up to this 48 level. I was just checking on the daily chart. Yeah, 48, bit of a resistance level on the daily chart. Earnings not great, but they did say they're already seeing increased demand as economies start to reopen. So gapping to the upside today for KO, guys.
Yeah, I just took a reload there in Nikola. I threw that in the chat there as it was happening. You get this little dip. We go up to 41.50, take some profit out. Now looking to buy in front of what was a pre-market level at about 40.50 even. If it breaks 50, I'm going to get out of this trade. But I like this break. And one of the things we talked about, of course, was that sort of hard bottom that Nikola's had, both at that 38, but also looking back to the first day on the daily chart. When you talk about this original open price and then holding maybe that 35, 36 area if it does go any further. So if it's going going to be bouncing back up. There's lots of room to run. I like to try to hold this one a little bit longer. TNXP, we talked about the one reload we had there. We did pick up some shares while that battle was being waged. We are getting a bunch out in front of 225. I'm now looking to hold on for the rest to see if we can make a push towards that 225, even 230 area where there was that initial break that we took off of the open. So that one working in the money for us. Nicola basically back to flat at 41. I want to see if that can make a run at 42, 42 half as well. We'll take some profit in front of 50s, but got to see if we can get a bigger win in Nicola than that.
Oh, man, guys. And again, thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, look, I don't know what's going to happen, but yeah, we did call this space break. And, again, thank you so much for the super chat, whoever sent that in, because it brought it to our attention. And I did give this one to another dollar winner. So there it is, man. I mean, I don't know. If you're not joining in at 9 o'clock and listening to some of the levels I'm giving out, then I don't know what you guys are doing. Space, I mean, I didn't take it myself, so I don't know what I'm doing. But Space, what a breakout. Thanks for bringing that to my attention. Obviously, I'm sad because we leave some money on the table there, but ho-hum, we were just busy taking $20 winners on Tesla to the upside. So a nice little out there. That was the bad out. That's a $10 loser, followed by a $10 winner, followed by back-to-back $20 jacks right there. So watch out for Tesla moving to the downside right now. Nicola, my main man, moving to the upside again. So we've already destroyed that stock, but we still have some on. And then here we go. Double out, double your pleasure, double your fun on DraftKings up there, out. Right now, holding now 10%. Both of these positions that you see at the bottom for me are 10% positions. I mean, we are already, guys, doing this kind of stuff today. So I can stop trading, but why would you do that? And there is something about stopping, though, if you've reached your goals, guys. I want to make sure that's clear for everybody. We're putting on a show here, so we'll continue to trade. But I love this market. It's been a fantastic market. So why would you ever stop?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of stopping at all. Here comes TNXP up to that two and a quarter again, guys. We're long here at a couple $2. Watch out for NBEV, particularly at $3. It just tested that level off the open, failure and rolled back over. If it breaks this price, we're going long on NBEV at 3 even. Watch out for 250. I think you can reverse to a short, but Brendan has something for us. What do you got there, buddy?
Volume alert on Space here, guys. A lot of people looking at Virgin Galactic. Look at the volume spike we had up there at 24.75. Looks like where most of that came off. A little bit of a pullback here, but Space up nicely again, to say the least, guys.
Yeah, we love that. That's a good call there. DraftKings, like I said, we're light. We just got out of some more Nicola there at 08, so that's not a huge winner. We're gonna wait to see if it comes back to the upside, and then we'll do that for you more. So we're 2 for 3, but the other one is so small that it's almost irrelevant. But we will wait to see. Oh no, sorry, we're 3 for 4. What am I talking about? NIO though, to the downside, we were dealing with a little bit of longs here. We were able to get out at 54. That was a parked order, and then all the way to the downside here. We are not short right now. We are flat on NIO. The only things we do have long is a 50-cent winner on Donkey Kong, and then Nicola is flat. So, man, has it been a good day today. I don't even know how else we could beat this, but WKHS right now also on the long side here. No, that's going downside, down 0.49. As I said, you got to watch this and Tesla together. Tesla earnings coming tomorrow. We do want to check in on Snapchat.
Yeah, this market's sort of rolling over just a little bit. I mean, it's a 100-handle move on the NASDAQ, but it's all things in perspective when you're talking about 11,000 being the level. We did not mention, we did briefly mention, so the cruise lines here. Carnival making a retest of the opening range top here at 1550. I would sort of watch out a couple of pennies higher. You're going to have that opening high. I was looking at a break on NCLH, but Carnival looks like it wants to be the one to make a move to the upside. If it fails, at this rollover, I'm going to try a very quick short on Carnival in front of 1550 with a stop at that high of day. Stop has got to be at the high of the day. I'm not going to put it at that even, and reversal to the long. So I'm going to take my shot here in Carnival. I know I like Norwegian, but sometimes it doesn't really matter which name you play. Just got some more shares out on TNXP for a 20-cent win up at 2020. That one, I'll probably take a bunch out in front of 250. I think 250 would be another breakout if you ever catch that price, guys.
I don't like a Carnival long, so that means I have to like a short, right? So what is that, 15.25? Okay, Snapchat. Snapchat off earnings. This is one thing that we wanted to look at here today. I liked 26 on the break. We crushed yesterday. We absolutely crushed. I don't know where it was, but I think it was down here. The 25 break yesterday was about here at 11 o'clock or so. We absolutely destroyed this long. So we were looking to do the same thing here at 26, but right now Snapchat is falling to the downside right now. So we do have to look back. Maybe at a 25 break right now. We'll look for that, but my earpiece isn't working, so if you're...
Yeah, I think we got Brennan here. What do you got, buddy?
Yeah, a little delayed reaction here, guys, for Halliburton. Earnings yesterday, if you remember, we were talking about this one yesterday, but a nice move here, almost 8% to the upside on big volume again today for HAL, guys.
buy the break, buy the dip, buy it, whatever you can, and floss it off here. A little TNXP action as I choke on that one there. Back up to that 230 mark. Like I said, it might have some trouble in and around that 250 where it failed the first time. I'll probably take this all out in front of that price and then look for a break at 250. So you'll see some executions out of that one. Nikola reload is basically at even, so we took some shares below 41, and then of course on that 41 break, I just got into this CCL starting in front of that high of day, 1554 pre-market top. We're shorting that one in front of the high. We'll reverse to the long if it ever gets there. But for now, we're going to play that little short trade. Here comes a little pullback in TNXP. That's why you take some profits, guys.
Snapchat 250304, something like that, as we go. But right now, DraftKings, guys, going back to the top side. Again, 37.75. What's up, Brendan?
Yet another one with positive trial data, guys, on a potential vaccine. MBRX to the upside, 40% here. Watch 155 was resistance in the pre-market. And then 175 to the upside for MBRX, guys.
All right, and guys, yeah, I mean, I see space. I see you talking about it, Eric, and I'm super, super glad that I gave those levels earlier, and thank you to whoever super chatted that to bring it to all of our attention. Still going upside. I'm embarrassed to tell you how well that option that I have is doing, but you know, we don't talk too much about options on here, but it's going crazy. Okay, that's a good one as well. Nikola still trying to make that move to the upside, not really working out right now, and DraftKings. So we are light on Nikola. We're below 10% of our current holdings, but you know what, guys? That doesn't really matter because today all the money has already been made, and we are going to make some more coming up very, very soon, hopefully, including that. Okay, for NIO, no, that's an upside trade. Snapchat is what I was really looking at, thinking that that was going to come through here to 25 and change. Remember, they report tonight, so we're going to wait to see if Snapchat can't get its legs going behind it here as we go. But right now, IBM faded back in. Wow, I sort of thought that was a good quarter for them. From everything I saw, it was pretty good. You're still up a bit, but IBM, you're not going to fool me here. Sometimes IBM tends to go the opposite way. It's not a very loved stock. This is not a tech stock that moves. They really bumbled the cloud, and we'll see what happens here, but I don't mind a 130.65.
Yeah, sort of talk about the opposite way. I did see Brittany in there. You asked how come NEO went down when you saw that big buy imbalance. You know, the imbalances that you see there are not a guarantee it's going to move in either direction off the open, whether it's off the close. It doesn't make a difference. We've actually noticed, particularly with NEO, that you can see sometimes a dump into that buy imbalance. So I'm not incredibly surprised by that, particularly in NEO. It's trying to make a move back above this 13 area. Look, the pivot for me is going to be about here at 13.15 to 13.20. That's when I'll be looking to see if it can hold that price for any long side trades. Thank you, Byron Field, for that super chat. You know, we love the feedback. We love that you're enjoying the show. I just want to quickly update one of my positions here. TNXP, like I said, out of just about everything on that secondary move, we thought it would run into trouble getting to 250. That's what's happened here. So now I'm looking for a pullback back into that $2 area where there was support. We'll jump in one more time. 195 is going to remain my stop throughout the day till it breaks. I'm going long in front of it. Brennan, what do you got?
Another one with a full year guidance increase. Anytime you do that, you get a nice pop. 42% here for Owens & Minor, OMI. It's already gone from 9 to 11.50 here, guys. We're consolidating at day highs for OMI.
I'm trying to pair my thing here, but I don't know if it's going to
I'm going to throw that OMI on my board. And again, this is one of the reasons you guys got to tune in. We do expect in literally maybe 2 or 3 minutes or so, we're going to have NVAX coming through with their results. We'll get them real time from Brendan. You're going to see it's really started to sort of go sideways here, obviously in anticipation of that number. Liquidity is low. Personally, I'm not going to be in position going into it. I was watching a 142.50 to the upside. If it tries to break that and fails off the news, I think that'll be a quick little short idea through that price. Otherwise, look at this low a day, 136.70 on any potential break. Carnival Cruise Lines, we just grabbed that short, sort of adding to it in front of that pre-market top. Just sort of rolling over. You see us here, average price right in the middle of this top range here at 15.40. Once it gets below about that 30 mark, we'll start taking any profit we get. Reversal to the long side at the pre-market high. That's 15.54, not 15.50, guys. So in the short and Carnival, we're going to be getting out reversing long if it takes a top.
And there it is, guys, a $1.10 win once again here for me on DraftKings. So we're going to let that one roll high. We just took, I mean, look at that out, guys, right ahead of 38. What a fantastic out. We will go longer if we need to, breaking through 38. But right now, that's a big win, man. That's a $1.03 in the money right now. Our Snapchat, we took some out at 05 there. This was a mistake. I don't know what happened there. We got out at 25.01, but we are long right now, 25.04 here on Snap. Looking, guys, honestly, target area, kind of in this little spot here, 30s. I mean, I wouldn't mind if it comes all the way to VWAP. We'll get some out 20, and then we'll see what it does around VWAP. But if I can get that, man, I mean, how big is today going to be? I know Neil's, I don't know, where are you giving Nicola to? Are you still in that? Because that's fallen through. We've made the money, but I don't know if I should hold this or not.
It's got to be, look, there's two levels you can look at. You can look at this sort of opening wick back down to 40 even, or you can look at this low down here at 39.66. And I feel like for this trade, you almost have to. If you look at the range, it's basically the middle of that range if you give it to the low 40s. I've already sort of taken profit and reloaded. I'm looking for a reload on the next consolidation. I wanted to give this one room because I really liked it on the daily chart there. So I think Nicola is going to give me more potential for a bigger win here, and that's why he sort of opened things up. And I just want to clarify, I believe it was SFFU, is that who it was asking? I am actually long. It does indicate there. Yeah, it is correct. I am long TNXP. I did mention I was taking profits, and again, if I'm buying these down here at 2 even, and I got some shares there on the way down in the teens and the 20s, I'm going to take profit if it fails to get back that 45, because if it reloads lower, I want to be able to get more shares. So if it goes to 2, I'll be adding to my position. I already have some. I will add if I can get a bigger dip. Otherwise, we're holding through that 250 and going to buy that break if it happens.
And there it is, guys. That's why we take out that big stick, because here we go, $1.33 now in the money. We also bought this in our own account, so no pants down on this one. DraftKings, nice little move up, 8+% today. We told you we bought that yesterday, so hopefully you guys invested that one as well. Shout out, what's up, new member alert. Let's get going. William, what up, my man? Thank you for being a joined member now. Join the party, join the club. Snapchat, bang that one out again. I mean, I don't know, I'm running out of things to hit here. We can't just keep doing the hot dog thing, can we? Let's just catapult ourselves again, because Snapchat nice out there at 10 as we go to the high side now. We're still waiting for all the way up here, 25.30 or so, but Snapchat, look, just another one. I feel like DJ Khaled now. Shout out new Drake song. Not bad, pop star. They're still killing that game as we go upside. But yeah, here goes Snapchat, just as expected, just a 10-cent winner. And when you take out the big stick, guys, a lot of the time you average out of your trade. I never really hold everything all the way, but that's what happens. What up, B?
Yeah, a little bit of sell volume coming into NBAX, guys. Nothing yet as far as headlines on this data or trial results. Again, we're expecting it anytime now. Remember, they're presenting it at a conference, so it might be a little bit delayed, couple minutes or two, but we'll let you know as soon as that comes in, guys.
And we already got that CCL, so we'll go to the moon. Already have some solid wins on here. We'll try to add Carnival Cruise Lines to that. We sort of rounded into position in front of that high, so we start taking it off at a 15.30 break. If it then tests 20s, we'll get some more out. This little low here, 15.15, that'll be another leg that I would take shares out in front, and then I'd be all flat in front of a 15 even area, because I think I would look at that break and also potentially pullbacks into the 35 range. So in the event that that's the way that it plays out, I want to make sure I got a plan ready to go. I'm sort of watching out of the corner of my eye this NVAX, already testing that bottom. So they are presenting like Brendan said. We'll keep our ear to the ground on that. But Carnival, nice little win here. Also TNXP coming back in. I'm not buying anymore until about 205 to 2 even.
Uh-oh, here goes Snapchat. What's up with that move? Yeah, nice little move upside there on Snap. It goes all the way down to 05. We get some out there for flat, and then bang! Rips right to the upside. Here we go, Snapchat. Here we go. Nice little move on you right now. Buying here 25s. We're all the way up to 25.16, 25.17 right now on Snippety Snap. We did get out there. I know I asked Neil about Nicola, but I got out there anyways. Now only holding 5%, 40.55 now. Decide that that's enough. We'll get out. We've made too much money up here to let any of it go, even on 10% left. I don't like losing, so there you go. We get some out there. And Nicola, still a big stock. You can see the bottom, the kind of profits that we're making on all of these stocks here today. Snapchat, nicely. We said we'd get out near 20. Don't know if it's going to get there, but a nice little move back to the upside here for us, creating that opportunity. I want to get back into NEO. Right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 stocks, and we've crushed 5 of them. The only one that we own, you have to get back right here is NIO. So what's up with that? We'll figure that out. DraftKings right now also making that move. Unfortunately, our 38 long didn't come in when we finally broke, so that would have been even a bigger winner there. But let's just debate getting out now. Only 5% of DraftKings left. So
yeah, and just got another leg out on CCL. We mentioned how that was going to go. We take some out in front of 20s. We did that at 21. We just got the execution. You get a 1541 area short. We'll reload probably at least one time. If it does take off that top, like I said, we will be reversing to the long if we get it. But for now, as long as the short is in, we're going to hang on to a TNXP, pulling back close to that 205 to 2 even area where I'd like to load back in. 195 is my stop on that. Nikola, I'm actually adding here in some consolidation. Like I said, I have a 40 even bottom on that trade. You take the breakout. One of the things that I like to do in a breakout style trade is you scalp the first little bit, and then you're starting to think about the longer term trade, which is reloading, and that's going to be a different risk parameter. In that trade, you're giving $1 to make 1 or 2, possibly even 3. So that's going to be the rest of this trade on Nikola. There goes another move down on CCL, so I have to watch out here. I might take more in front of that 1520 out. Remember, 15 even is the ultimate target. I'll be flat if it gets there.
Yeah, CCL. Yeah, I'm waiting for a 15-20 break, then we'll go short as well. Okay, we just took some more Nikola here, and wow, yeah, here we go, guys. We just take a nice little long there at 40.44, and look at this. This is what happens, guys. We take it right there, and then literally 2 minutes later, it's a 30-cent winner. So, yeah, that's that trade. OPK as well, guys, and now mooning a little bit here. Let's go, guys. We are long 86s right now on OPK. Let's go, OPK. Come on, here we go, guys. Let's go. Big win alert here on OPK. Let's see how much we can get this thing going. Breakthrough 6. Let's go, my man. We're long right now at 86. Just took some out for 10 cents. Let's see what happens now. OPK, we got this one, guys.
Yeah, we had this to the short side. We got out literally almost bottom wick on OPK, and then we got reverse long 585. That's the level we were talking about. I got 86 as well. I got out in front of 6 even because 6 is going to be a break for me anyways. This allows me to take the half that I got out and then work it back into a pullback trade right at our same price. So I'm going to just jump back into some shares here on OPK. We'll double up at the same price. We'll then start scalping in front of 6 even because 6 is going to be a break for me. I'm going to add to my position there no matter what. Thank you for the reload on the coffee as well. So we reload in OPK. We reload on the coffee. Nothing like a nice little winner here on this. Both short and long on OPK, and watch out for that ridiculous MTP. It just continues to go to the upside. There is no stopping that name as I just watched it go absolutely parabolic, now up 275%. What a crazy break this was at 5 even. If it starts to come back in, I'll be looking for some shorts. I'm not even sure if we have the locates. I'll have to check in on that.
So here goes, Snapchat, we're almost out. We just took some out at 12, some out at 13s here on some of these run upsides. So Snapchat, just another banger for me today. I mean, what do we want to do? Do we want to review already? Donkey Kong, bang. You've just seen that. We're out and flat Donkey Kong. The only time we're going to go long again on DraftKings is up here at 38.30. That's when we'll go long again. Nikola should have celebrated that out at VWAP there. We didn't take it, ho-hum. It doesn't matter. We're huge on this stock anyways. OPK, yeah, we did take some out there. 95, 96s. We're now holding 1/3 of this trade, hoping for another moon. So that'd be really nice there as well. Snapchat, the destruction is in. We've already talked about that name moving to the upside here. We're long at 02. And then our friend Tesla was absolutely destroyed. Tesla, my number one. Tesla and DraftKings battling for number 1 right now. But a bunch of nice outs here on Tesla as we scalp through that trade. But yeah, lots of stuff happening, guys. I hope you're having a good time today. I know we are. And without any further ado, we are ready to throw it over to the big screen with the man, the myth, the legend.
Hey guys, yeah, 10 o'clock already, just like that, 30 minutes gone. Let's have a look at North American markets here. You can see the NASDAQ just went, or NASDAQ 100, I should say, just went positive again. We dipped into negative territory, all-time highs at the open this morning for the NASDAQ 100, went negative. We're trying to get back into positive territory here. S&P 500, 0.7%. It's the Dow that's leading, 1.2% to the upside. You can see the composite here, the NASDAQ, 0.2%. The 100 just positive, as I mentioned. Russell having a nice day. Small caps, 1.5% to the upside. Here in Toronto, the TSX 0.8% in positive territory. In Brazil, the BOVESPA 0.4% in positive territory. So nicely higher right across the board. Banks are strong here in Toronto. TD here 1.2%. You can see straight upside right from the word go. We're consolidating at day highs like that chart. Volume not the greatest today as far as the banks are concerned. Travel related stocks here in Toronto also moving. Air Canada 1.2% as well to the upside. Not a lot of movement, just the gap higher. Mostly we're kind of consolidating where it opened. Suncor, yeah, look at the energy sector today. I showed you Halliburton earlier. Suncor here, 5.75% to the upside. So energy stocks are moving. We have banks to the upside, guys. Nicely positive right across the board. Back to you.
It has been a big day here, and it's going to continue, I have a feeling, as well. So let's just keep this train rolling here now to the upside, hopefully. Nikola shares obviously in trouble. That's why we dumped a little bit of that there. We are going to break this through 40, but thanks for those updates there. Brendan, as we go. My out for Nikola, though, needs to be around here, guys, 40. So we'll take another little bit of a long, and then we'll get out right now if it does break down below $40 even. Could be my first real loser here of the day. Could be this Nikola trade.
Yeah, I could be adding that to the list. Of course, we had IMRN that we took a shot at, and that didn't work out. I'm just looking at NVAX, and of course, we are awaiting any official update. They're doing that conference now, but it is sliding back to the upside after testing that little bottom here. I was looking at 142.50 for a potential breakout. 140 is going to be the level for me now. If we get that news and we try to get a bump and fail at 140, that's the level I'll short in front of. I was going to do that play at 142.50, but now it looks like 140 will be the level. But I'm not doing anything until I get some kind of an update, and we haven't had anything yet. I just want to update you guys on our Carnival Cruise trade. That's still in the money here in that 1540 short, but it really hasn't made any kind of a push past that 1520 to get another leg out to the downside. TNXP, I talked about wanting to reload at $2, guys, and you're going to see my lonely little order waiting passively down here on the way back up at 205. I'll take some more shares in this consolidation to the long side in front of 195. Obviously, it's already been a couple of good long trades off the open to 250, and then on this pullback, we long two even, got a bunch out here in front of 220, and the rest out in front of 235. We have a small portion of that left. We'll try to add to it at 205 if we can on this consolidation. If it puts in a lower high at the quarter, I'll probably dump it all and then start looking for only longs in front of 195 and a short break at that price even.
Okay, what just happened there? Snapchat, Donkey Kong, Nikola. I thought I just got filled there somewhere. Oh, 38.35. Yeah, DraftKings back to the upside now. Okay, that one goes long, so we'll take another little small long here. We're only going to hold this one if it does break back down side, 37.86. But right now, back in to DraftKings like we said we would be if it did break the top. So I don't know, 8% is a little bit much right now. I do see space though, Virgin Galactic. I should have just hit that instead of like crying over spilled milk here. We should have hit that even though we missed it, but there's some consolidation spots. I think the run's over here. I'm not a big, huge fan of taking space at these levels. Maybe even a breakdown spot right here. Brendan, did you, we won't put him on the spot, but if you can find it in the next couple of minutes, was there news on Virgin Galactic today, or is this just momentum play? We'll find out about that soon, because if it's not news, then I do want to short this. We'll wait to see on that one. But here goes DKNG again. Let's take some out in front of 50, and then if we can, hold that. I mean, does it get 39 today? We're already on a breakout. This is why I bought DraftKings in my own account, guys. We're broken out. This is where I got it, 34. We're breaking out now of this little level. We break through that 50 period, and now we're going to the upside. I really think we see 42, 43, in which maybe I'll dump the position. Not today. This is longer term, but right now, there it is again, guys. We hit the air horn. Your boy did it again. We go back into DraftKings for once again, guys, another 25-cent win. No doubt today it's chicken dinner bonanza, guys.
I am RN rolling over to the downside here. You saw that break at 18, sort of 85, 1850 area. Of course, we mentioned we didn't have the locates. We did give you that level for the short trade. And speaking of retracements, I do want to jump over to that MTP. Finally looking like it's trying to go to the bottom, but the longer it consolidates here at the top, the more scared I think some of the shorts are going to be. Normally, I'll have to check in, and we didn't have any locates the last I checked. If we could, I would probably be taking a shot here at 6 even shorts in front of that top, but a 660 break is going to be in the cards for me. If we catch that, we're going to jump into a quick little scalp long trade into the 3/4 and then the 7 even area, but I do like this rollover. If at some point these parabolic moves do come back in and you get a good risk reward, if you can take the short, of course, in front of 660 on MTP, another high flyer.
Yeah, we just made a keystroke there. We got out of Snapchat by accident, trying to put an order down here for 24.80. We keystroked that out, so there we go. But Snapchat loser, it's not. We still made money, but we meant to hold that. So if you're still in Snapchat, I'd give it down here 24.80. I must have put 24.90 or something instead of 80, and we get executed out there. But no, we got executed at 91. So I don't know. Anyways, saved ourselves a couple pennies right now. Just want to let you guys know that we are out of that. And then here we go, guys. Just as we talked about it again, no crying over mover on this one, Donkey Kong, DraftKings. If you ever hear me say that, we mean DraftKings, and we are long right now and out of a third here for just a 30-cent win. I mean, they're coming too easily now, so it's making me nervous. Nice little 30-cent win there, but what's not coming easily is this Nikola trade. So it's going to break through 40 here. This will put us close to flat on the stock now. So unfortunately, guys, we hit Nikola with the momentum early. Now it's going to fade back down into 40, and I'm not going to hold it through this key level. Too bad for Nikola today. We give back basically all of the profit that we had here early, trying to get this one to go. Sometimes it doesn't want to go. And Brendan, what's up?
Just watching a little penny stock here, guys, popping up on a volume scanner. Oh, wow. SNSS, 8% to the upside here, guys. Yeah, big time volume spike through 33 cents. Just going to check on this one, but worth a look if you're into the penny stocks, guys.
Yeah, giddy up on that news right there. I'm watching out for this NBEV here. These guys are loving that little graphic. It's a new one we have. I did find out recently that Brendan is a fan of country music, and there you go. A little ode to him. I want to get to this NBEV very quickly here. Tried to put in a double bottom. Off the open, it held 250. I still like a 3-even break, but it puts a higher low here in front of that 250. Sort of an obvious area. If it breaks that, I'm going to be going short anyway. So an out reversal short. I'm going to take some long here at 266. I'm going to add to it in about 55 to 60 to get myself a solid average price, and then see if we can retrace and get out in front of that 3-even. I like to break at 3. I like to break at 250. I want to see if I can play the range on NBEV in the middle. It's done 20 million shares. No reason not to. Finally getting that TNXP reload at 205. So add that to the position. But Nikola's about to break 40, so that's going to add to the negative list, IMRN, and possibly Nikola as well. I took only half out on the scalp. The rest we reloaded, so that'll be a losing trade for me. Well, if it breaks 40 even, of course it could bounce here, and I'd be very happy if it did. I'm not sure that's going to be in the cards. If 40 breaks, I'll be all out of Nikola right here, right now.
Yep, there it is. We're out. Okay, 1285 here. What is this bottom? 1278 or so. Oh, sorry, I'm looking on OPK. I'm still waiting for that to go. Big win on OPK today, that's for sure. Okay, what we were looking for was NIO. Here it is. Yeah, 1284. I thought 1284 was the bottom, but we did wick down here to 77 early. We could break that again. Yeah, Goldman upgraded them and took all their profit away yesterday. Downgraded them. They got long in that downgrade, then took it out yesterday on that big run. So right here, 1284. We're going to go short here on NIO. We also do go short CCL right now as well at 1519. Take out the cowbell for that one. Let's hope for a little bit of a move downside. What up, Brandon?
Just seeing, not seeing any recent headlines on Sonos, guys, but SONO again today, 5% to the upside. Big volume spike here. This is all-time highs now for SONO, another kind of stay-at-home stock, right? So having another good day. 3 million shares on that one, guys.
Wow.
Just looking at that MTP, it does break that 660. We're looking at rollover shorts, which we didn't have any locates for at 6. I'll probably use that as a bit of a stop and then take it in the middle of this range here. So you risk down to about 6 even, see if it makes a run to that 7. Again, if you can only play one direction this late in the move, you're talking about breakouts, you're talking about pullback trades only. 6 even looks like a fantastic reversal, but with the inability to be able to take this trade, I'm just going to have the long in front of 6. If it holds, great. If it doesn't, we'll just be out of the trade and moving on to the next. I'm going to check back in if we got those locates, and I'm still waiting for this NVAX to possibly make some kind of a move. Of course, they are currently presenting. I just got the reload in TNXP. I will be adding more if it gets down to 2 even, guys.
Okay, offer Google Nest Hub Max to offer Netflix. So I don't know. Let's see if that's doing anything with Netflix right now. Some news there, Brendan, about Google and Netflix, but just the Nest Hub there. So I guess that's what we have a bunch of those little Google Minis there. So I don't know if that's the same thing. But I think the Nest is like that little iPad type thing there. So I guess there's going to be Netflix app on that. I thought there was. Okay, 500 actually. Good little, I mean, look at Netflix today, guys. We like this kind of a look right now. We need the market to go one way, though, for us to take one of these breakouts. But Netflix right now, $4.99. That's right where VWAP is and right where this breakout spot is. So $4.99.50 here. You know we've crushed Netflix in the past and often. So let's wait to see if we can do it again. CCL, a reload here at 20. Not a reload. Well, I guess it's a reload, but we're not out of our initial position. So it's an average up in right now, average down because it's a loser. So we take some 26s now. Average price back to 22 on CCL. So that's our short right right now. And then DraftKings, of course, 26 penny win on board right here and just keeps going to the upside. I think we'll take another little spot out here ahead of 75. But yeah, DraftKings just keeps on moving for us. And yeah, just another chicken dinner winner for you guys out there. If you're a vegan, I'm going to hit. We do have a Beyond Meat one here as well. So maybe not a chicken dinner winner if I can find it. Where is our Beyond Meat? There it is. Beyond Meat winner. Let's call that for you vegans out there. Here comes CCL back to the downside. But DraftKings, let's take some out here and see if it gets to 39, guys.
Yeah, first shot in this OPK is going to be on the pullback. If we can cash some more shares. If 570 breaks, I'm going to be out of this one. We did have the break to 6. I'm going to take everything out if it ever gets back there again. 6 even is going to be another long breakout for me on this name. So might as well start the scalp trade that we pulled off once, and we'll try that one again, but not below 570. Once that happens, we're going to be out of the long altogether. TNXP got that reload. Our average price now 201. That continues to move in the money for us. And Carnival making another leg to the downside. So it breaks at 1520. Still got my 42 short. The next leg will be all out in front of 15 even. 15 is going to be a break. So I might as well cover everything and then look for the break of 15 even on that short trade. But I just got more shares in OPK. I'll take them out, half out in front of 90, half out in front of 6 even, watching for that breakout through that price.
Okay, yeah, okay, PK. Here we go, CCL to the downside right now. Nice little trade for us, nice, beautiful reload there. Hopefully you're with me on this one. We are bidding 17s. That was kind of this wick. Like, it goes down to 18 and we're at 17, so give me a break. Let's hope that can break here. We're getting at 17. That was the low there, so we'll see. Maybe I'll put some orders at 19 now, but we're only short 22, so do we really want to scalp it for that? We are going to take a 10 penny or so hit if it does go back to the upside, so watch out for that one right now. But yeah, CCL waiting at 17 for that bid. We just take another winner out. So I don't know. Let's just hit swish because NBA is coming back and they're in the bubble. Everyone testing negative for that. The bubble seems to be working. So there it is. Nice little out. 1, 2, holding a third of this last one. We'll get out of this if it does break back down here. 38, 28, right where we're in, we'll get out. But let's just let this one go. And there it is again, guys. I mean, we just keep doing it. I don't know. Let's just hit the air horn for everybody out there. There's another CCL winner at 17. Cannot be stopped, Mr. Brendan.
Hey guys, yeah, let's get a couple more symbols to have a look at here this morning. Upgrades on this side, downgrades over there. This one, interesting. Carnival, we were talking about in the pre-market, still showing a little bit of relative strength. On this side, Sienna, nice move off of the open, coming back in a little bit. Devon Energy, Halliburton, we mentioned, and Semper Energy as well. So the entire energy group, really, really strong so far today. BHP, not so much. DR Horton as well to the downside. And yeah, Tesla, it's actually negative. Just checked. We'll show you that in a second here. But let's have a look at Halliburton. I mentioned, yeah, earnings yesterday. You can see the volume spike yesterday. Had a nice day to the upside off the open, kind of faded back in the afternoon. But look at today. Yeah, almost 10% here for Halliburton. Held 14. We're up to 14.75 on the upside. If we shift over here, Tesla, JMP Securities downgrading Tesla today just into negative territory. Once again, it briefly went positive there, but tight consolidation forming there, guys, on Tesla. One that obviously, if you look back at yesterday's chart, shouldn't get away from it, especially in the afternoon, guys.
Yeah, just got another leg out on CCL, but it looks like it's rounding to make another push to this 15. So we still got our average price here in the 40s. Of course, we added 3 times. We took 37s, we had 41s, and our last entry was at 44. Those are the shares we got left. I won't be getting any on a pullback. It's rather unlikely we get back into that 44 range. If we do, I will take one more shot at the reverse long if it ever breaks that pre-market high. But I'm going to be all out in front of 15. I know we got a question there, and it's a good one. You know, we try to give you our entry points and our targets as well. Hopefully you can tune in for that. And a lot of times we might give them in the pre-market. A lot of times we'll give them right as we make that trade, but we always try to update you. I did mention here in Carnival, my last out will be in front of 15. I intend on being flat if it makes a test of the 15 level. I'm going to sort of stick to that plan as it goes. I did get that reload in TNXP, and this one I did say we would take shares out in front of the quarter every chance that we get. So when it makes this run to the upside, I reload here at 205. I get some out at 15. I get some out at 18. I would take more out in front of 225 if we can. As it starts to tighten up, you start thinking about playing that range, guys. So 195 has been my level. I've been long in front of it each time it's dipped. We also had a breakout long when it took out that 220, 225 area. All long so far on TNXP, and so far so good. But if it breaks 195, I will be flat on that one way or the other. Won't be long past that unless it makes a bottom at 170.
Guys, I mean, I just continue to destroy CCL every day. And here's another one here, guys. In here, then look at this reload. Now we're getting out on this bottom side. I mean, I can't, you know, it's picture perfect for the way I want to trade and the way I hope you guys are trading with me as well. This is what happens when you believe in a stock, you average in there. Take that first on the downside wick, goes against you, but you say Nepa, and it goes downside now and a nice little win. Rocketing up the list. Ho hum. Okay, Luck and Coffee, not really doing anything. We got in and out there for a penny loss. Nothing happening on that side. DraftKings continues to be a beast to the north side here. And we just tweet that out, guys. If you guys are ever looking, you know, to follow somebody, why not follow me here? Another trade here, just so you guys can look. Why did we reload? What kind of decisions were we making? And you can also, guys, ask me any questions you want. Yesterday, I answered about 20 or so direct messages. So if you guys ever want to message me, that's an easy way to get a hold of me through there. Also, a little more personable, but we put a bunch of things here on Instagram. Did I break 900 followers? Yes, I did. That's in 1 month, 900 followers. So thank you so much for the love there. And this is sort of what I tweeted out earlier today as well, right? Do more of what works and less of what doesn't. Yesterday, we only losing stock on board was Facebook. So we ignore that the rest of the day and wind up pretty huge. And then just like this trade, bang, CCL right there, hit the cowbell. We continue to rock and roll, man. When you own a stock like I own CCL, this is the big trade. I know, Jarhead, you were all over Microsoft yesterday, and I want to thank everybody for that love because that was a home run. But what's CCL if Microsoft's not a home run? 22 cents in the money, still got some shares. That's how we're trading this. But we do have small cap recap with Mr. Wickens.
Hey guys, yeah, let's jump into small cap world. So much opportunity all over the place today. I want to start with this one, OPK. Couple of levels to be aware of, 575 and then $6 at the top. You go way back on a daily chart, you'll see why. Lots of congestion through this entire area. Was kind of hugging this 575 in the pre-market here. Finally got below it. Couldn't break that initial high in the pre-market, so worked my way into a short here. A nice flush on the open, all the way down to 520. Monster bid showed up, 120,000 shares. At one point showed up down there at 520. So I actually flipped long here. Quick little scalp to the long side to 540. And then I tried that 6 as well. So fading it in front of 6 back down to 575 for a quick trade on OPK. So a nice one this morning. Lots of opportunity in that name. IBIO, another one. Wait for the flush through the significant level. Sell the bounce. 7 was the level from yesterday. If you go back to yesterday's price action. So broke 7. Huge volume spike. Fade the bounce back into 7. Using 7 as your out. Wait for the secondary move to the downside. Pretty self-explanatory. MTP, wow, this thing was crazy this morning. Huge move from, what was that, $3 up to $4.50, consolidated at the highs, giving opportunity with really, really tight risk there, just below that $4.40, $4.30 area. Yeah, this is $6 up here, so $1.50 on the secondary push to the upside for MTP. So lots of opportunity, guys, right across the board in small cap world today. Back over to you.
Yeah, quick review for me, all out on CCL in front of that 15 like we said we would here. Got 15.07 on the last exit. That'd be about a 35-cent winner. We were taking legs out in front of the quarter, in front of 20. Then when 20 actually broke, and then out here in front of 15. I'll take a breakdown of that 15 even price. I'll probably be reloading somewhere in this 25 to 35 range in front of VWAP if we get a chance. If we don't, fair enough, it's likely that break is going to come into play on Carnival. So we round that short in front of both the opening range high and the pre-market high at 15.54. If that ever comes into play, I would look for a long there. 3 longs to update you on. One of them is NBEV. We talked about bottom picking this here. Off of that 250, lower high got put in. I did try to add to this position. Unfortunately, did not get more shares, but I got 266 long, heading towards 280. We're in the money 10 cents. I want more than that. TNXP reload, that's testing 2.25. We talked about getting more shares out in front of that, so rinse and repeat in that action. And OPK, we reloaded OPK as well, so we've had a breakout trade in OPK. Got some shares out in front of 6, reloaded 575, getting those shares out again in front of 6 even, because 6 is going to be a break. I'm going long when that goes. Might as well have these out here so we can get a reloaded 570 if we can.
Yeah, we're taking some out right now. 93s, 94. Did I just get? Yes, I did. Bang! A nice little hit there. Hit the cowbell for OPK. Nice win there. Yeah, we'll wait for 6 as well, guys, for that one to break. But when I can't stare this kind of profit in the face and not take it, so we'll take that. Now we'll wait for 6 to break. But OPK, once again, guys, whether or not it be small caps, large caps, tech sector, pink sheets, that's OTC markets, whatever you want, guys, we got it, including Tesla. I've already traded that one. Oh, yeah, and I just, this is the Tesla post here. If you want to see some Tesla, I just tweeted it out as well on Insta. We tweeted out our first Tesla win today, which was, I think, $20 or so on that name. And we actually wind up, it's not perfect, but it's pretty close to perfect. I would have loved to get 75s. That would have been the ultimate top, but you would miss that because 75.03 was the print. But nice little longs there. Fail on one, so that's about a flat trade. And then bang that to the top side. Check the profits out at the bottom. We are really, we're basically out of CCL again. If you ever see me talk about it, I'll always tell you guys the percentages that we have left, and right now it's 5% left on CCL. Our last outs right down here, 506. We protect that 505, wait for 15 to break. I know Neil's probably going short 15. I'm gonna wait till 1490 down here, guys, to make sure that we get that. But I know just because we're both trading CCL, it's been a big one today. I know we're both up on that. It's only been going one way. Space for sure today is the missed opportunity. So I'm not gonna fall in a hole because we did give it to you. But if you hit the rewind button, right, rewind it up, you'll see that we did talk about space in the pre-market. And I think it was Maria. I forget who it was. I'll have to look back, but thank you. It was a $20 super chat, brought this to our name, brought this to our site here, and we gave that input, and there's a big winner. It just goes to show you guys, any super chats you guys can do, get our attention, and we love to look at the names because not only do you have all the winners, not only do we have the winners, but so do you guys. Give them to us. I did want to thank right now Ziggy Barza as well for our most recent member. What's up, Miss V?
Thank you, Sean. And hey guys, welcome everyone who joined us for the first time. Please hit the subscribe button and join our live trading show every day at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Also, thank you very much to everyone who joined our membership. Guys, we really appreciate your support and we do all of this for you. So thank you. We really love you. You can join us on our homepage and you can find join button right next to subscribe, or you can join at the link I'm sending on the chat. Also, guys, please share the link with our video with your friends and family members. Also, post us on social media so we can repost, and smash the like button. Hit it as hard as Randy hit the bell today. I'll see you later. Back to traders.
Maybe don't hit it as hard as Randy hit the bell. I don't want you guys breaking keyboards around here. I just sort of made a bit of an update to my plans in OPK. I see this roll over. I mean, it's going to be hard for me not to try to take a shot at the higher low, or lower high that OPK is putting in. I still like the long if we pull back into view up for one shot. And I also like the long breaking through 6 even. I'm going to take a shot shorting in front of it as well. So quick little short here. 92s will add at 95, 96. TNXP just broke 225. Still have some on that 206 reload. If it gets to 250, I'm all out and then looking for that break as well. But Brendan's got something for us.
Just watching NBAX, guys. The company came out and announced that they were going to release this data at 9:55 Eastern time this morning. Starting to see some rumors flying around on the internet suggesting now that may be delayed. Some people talking about the end of July. So no movement or reaction as far as the stock is concerned at this point, but worth watching NBAX, guys.
If they were really delayed, yeah, I kind of feel like if it was a legitimacy to the delay, you possibly would be seeing the stock test those lows. So we're going to stick with Brendan, and we know he's got the best resources there. I'm not going to be trading this one blind. No way, no how. There goes OPK, reverses alongside 6 even. It gave you one shot dipping into that 570, but not a second turn. I'm going to give this one to about 590 before thinking about adding to the position of the long break. I like those little dips at this time of day. Sort of that failed shakeout breakout trade that you do here sometimes at around 10:30, 11 o'clock. So I'm looking to about 590 to be able to add to this position. Otherwise, quarters and halves, that's the way to go when you're looking at a daily chart and there's nothing above, guys. We're already past any significant level, so we're talking about quarters, halves. I'm hoping it actually does try to shake us out here and give me a better price in front of that 590, 585 area.
Yeah, I do not hope for a shakeout, but okay, Brandon, what's up?
Why not, guys? Add Codex to the list. We haven't looked at this one for quite some time, but hey, 7% is 7%. Big time volume behind this as well. This thing is trying to get out of this consolidation. 1975 to 20 here. Big time levels for CODX. Not seeing anything in the way of headlines on CODX, but definitely doing some volume, guys.
Yeah, no shake so far in OPK, just headed to the north side here. 609 it got to. If it breaks 10, I'll start thinking about getting some shares out there. Definitely want to make sure. I only have longs here as the market is headed to the downside, so I have to watch out for CCL because, I'm looking at that break at 15. It's actually trying to hold the bottom, so if the futures level off, CCL might be trying to make a bit of a move to get me into the short here at 15.30. Those are only two places I want that short, in front of this little VWAP here, that consolidation area, or the break. We'll definitely be taking the break. For now, it's only long trades, and here comes OPK 610. We'll start taking off once that breaks.
Guys, we'll floss it off. I mean, OPK, we just take some out there at 09 there off our 98s long. So our next stop is going to be 19, and we'll just keep riding that one to the long side. CCL, still hovering around here. That's the only trades we have on. Two trades, CCL and OPK. And guys, when you're making this kind of money, you don't necessarily need to continue to hit home runs, but we will try for you guys. And I also just tweeted out there as well, not try, we will do. I mean, I will find more trades for you guys as we go. But look, just here on Twitter, guys, I'm going to go long Netflix through 501. So just giving you guys that little update. Follow me again if you don't have a Twitter account, try to get one because, yeah, we're posting trades on there and you might want to watch them. I am perfect for the month of July. That's right there. We'll just jinx ourselves there, but we'll explode the money. No losing days here in July, and it's July 21st right now. So good little job. And I think we had 2 in June. What up, Brendan?
Just wanted to go back to the chart before I show this. Yeah, NVAX still not doing a heck of a lot, but straight from the conference here, a little picture to show you. Someone taking this right off of the slide. So Novavax currently presenting this data on their COVID-19 vaccine. There is some positive talk in here as far as neutralizing antibodies being created, but the end point down here, phase 1 data, end of July. So phase 1 data on this vaccine, guys, end of July.
All right.
We're going to continue to knock the pins out here. And OPK, I guess, got some out at 613 on the 610 break. I'll take more out in front of the quarter if it gets there. NBEV, we had a nice little sleepy trade. You got to add these in here. You can trade multiple styles. You can have fast moves. You can have ones that are a little bit slower. NBEV, higher low here in front of 250. We got some at 266. Tried to add one time, but now we're going to start taking it out. It got the VWAP. The second half will be out in front of 3. We'll try to take that 10% win on the second half. 3 even continues to be a break for me. If we ever get a 3 even break on NBEV, whether it's now, whether it's in the afternoon, we like those trades as well. 1:30, 2 o'clock. Sometimes the best breaks happen at that time, so watch out for 3 even on NBEV. If that happens, it means we've already got 1 win and looking for another. Here comes TNXP. If it rolls over at 225, I'll probably get all flat. It's been a great trade for it's my #1 stock of the day, but thank you, Red Eye Jedi. I'm a nerd just like you, so I hope you're a Star Wars fan. I'm assuming you are. Thank you so much for that super chat.
Guys, nerds unite. Red Eye Jedi, what up? Thank you so much for that. I also did want to tell thank you to Stephen Terry as well. Thank you for becoming a member. But wow, what a super chat right there. Thank you so much for that. Red Eye, let us know if you need anything from us as well. We'll look at some stocks, but obviously with that kind of super chat, thank you so much for that one. Big time trading. I see some people asking me about DraftKings, and yeah, guys, again, sorry to tell you this, but I mentioned it that we are out of DraftKings. We talked about getting out if it does break our last entry point there. So we get out there, rinse and repeat, but just a bunch of perfect trades here happening on DKNG. What up, Valeria?
Hi, Red Eye JD. How are you? Thank you very much for such a huge super chat. You're so generous, and we appreciate that a lot. And I think that means you have a very profitable day. Please share on the chat with us where you make money from, what stock, what did you do. Thank you so much, guys. We appreciate all of your super chats. You're on fire today. Back to traders.
As I'm watching a name that I hit one day, Sean hit the other. Of course, that's RMBL. We call it Rumble. I know that's not the name of the company. It's an old day trader habit to look at the ticker and give it a nickname. If Rumble gets below 2250 here, it looks like it could be another breakdown. It's given some back. Just watch out. The volume's lower. The spread is opening up a little bit, so you probably can't risk as much. And you got to consider that when putting stop orders in, you're likely crossing 30 cents at least from what I'm seeing here. Double bottom at 22 even, so some I would take out in front of that. But first you got to get the break and you got to get those locates. TNXP, still trying to break past that 225, 250 would be the ultimate target for me. Still reloading in front of 195. And OPK is back to flat, but not back to any price that I would be looking to reload just yet. We took profits at 613. I would look to only add in the 590 to 595 range, and then maybe have an out at 585. 570s were reloaded before. We'd be all flat before it got to there. But Brennan, what do you got?
Another recent high flyer here, guys. ABUS, 1, 2, 3, 4 days in a row now to the upside. Got a huge flush out here. Looks like just after the open, big time volume spike down to 240. We're all the way back to 3 for ABUS. Random big prints going off on this stock. A little bit thinly traded though, guys.
Okay, I mean, that doesn't scare us too much. I'll take the top off that one. Nice to know that's been 3 days in a row. Let's just look again quickly, guys. I mean, I like looking at names that we've never seen before. So ABUS, okay, so it has a chance to go up. Arbutus Biopharma, so here we go. Nice little biopharm name. 349 is showing that as the high today. Yeah, that did get that high. Okay, so some pre-market moves here, looking to take out 322. I don't see a 349 print, but 322 here might have happened well before. I only start the charts at 7:30, so it could have been before then. But right now, OPK, guys, back in the money. We're long at 03s now. We've just been long here and here again. Now we'll wait to see. I'll probably wind up tweeting this one out as well, just to go to show you guys. I mean, here's CCL. We just got out. Now we're holding 2% of our position. We're out of that one now, waiting for 1490 to break on that name. OPK, we just talked about that one. DraftKings out. Luck and Coffee not doing anything. My real loser today is NIO. This is really the only stock that I've lost on today, so that's that. Snapchat will wait for 25.10 break again. If we can get that, that'd be pretty sweet. And then Tesla, man, going to the downside, but we've already still my number one stock. And this happened in the first 3 minutes where we destroyed Tesla early and often. And there we go. Tesla right now bouncing around. We're going to wait for it to come back to 1650 before I do anything. I don't want to short this name. We all saw what happened yesterday.
Yeah, thank you, Steve, for the super chat there. Going to get to that OMI for you very briefly. You're, of course, seeing on the daily chart. You have no levels that you're working off of here, but it did just stall out and then bounce off of 15 a few times. I didn't have the level up to see whether what type of seller we had, whether it was an iceberg or just big parked order or nothing at all. I think certainly at this time of day, this is usually when I will take one stab short in front of a level like a 15 once it starts testing it, and then just a breakout through that price, sort of a standard break. Here's the issue with the short, which gives me some pause. A lot of chop here right at that 14 even, so that's not even that big of a retracement. It came from 9 to 15. You're really only talking about 15 to 16% of a retrace there before you run into the next support level, which means tight stop, tight profit level for the short sellers, and that would be me in front of 15, but I will look at a breakout long as well at that price. Brennan, what do you got for us?
Some of the banks, guys, showing some strength today. Wells Fargo here, WFC up 3.5%. They named a new CFO today. Love this chart. Directional move off the open, tight little consolidation, 2550 above us here. Holding at day highs, though, for WFC, guys.
I'm just going to tweet this out again because, honestly, guys, look at OPK, guys. Your boy does it again for you. 585 long, holding it, right? Bang, out, 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 out. Then we go again with some big boys. Hit it down here at 603, out 620 now. So, well, we just took 619, high 625. Let's see if it breaks that, man. We cannot be stopped, apparently. So we are going to wait for CCL to come back to the downside as well. That would have been a decent reload spot. For some reason, I completely ignored the reload there. Don't know why, just caught up, tweeting out things and whatnot, but that would have been a great reload. We'll wait to see if it does that again, Jarhead and whatnot, and Daryl, those of you guys that love trading that one. Sean, you need to hydrate. Yeah, you are right, Michelle. So there we go. It's Hydration Nation time, guys. Ever since, honestly, we started doing this beginning of July, no negative days, guys, in all of July. 2 negative days in June. All right? And all of a sudden, close to 5,000 followers. You guys love it. I love it. Thank you, Michelle, for keeping me honest here. As right now we are at the 9 o'clock level there. So have a nice day, but we already are having a nice day. Let's crush this. Let's get this to 1 p.m. by the time we need to go. But there goes OPK, just another winner, breaking high side again. Thank you so much, Michelle, but I need to stop talking in order to drink.
Yeah, trade number 4 for me overall. I've basically been an OPK all day long, but it's been 2 shorts, 2 longs. And with these longs, it's also playing pullbacks. I'll take the break here at 585 and then the pullback and call it 1 trade. But this break here at 6 even is a new one. Like I said at the beginning of it, I would get it all out in front of 625. That's what I've gone ahead and done. First level out in front of 610. And when it stalled, I wanted the pullback there. It never did it. Then we got it all out in front of 625. The next pullback I'm looking for, hopefully a consolidation around 590, 595. It does that, I'll get back in. Otherwise, 625 break. still more of an active style. I'm away from the shorts now. It's playing only longs until we get some kind of a firm top. And as for that OMI, I did try to get shorts in front of 15. It just ran away from me, so starting to pull back in. Watch for that 14 if it ever gets there. Brennan, what do you got?
This MTP still doing significant volume, guys. Finally breaking downside. We failed a little lower there in front of that 6 even, but breaking back to the downside for MTP. This kind of 475 to 5 area was the initial break higher. So let's see what happens if we get back to 5 on MTP, guys.
We're drinking, guys. We're drinking. So we're getting ready to go to 625 here on OPK. Look, my hands are pretty much free right now. We've destroyed it this morning. You've seen all the profits. You can see the P&L at the bottom. Those are the current positions. So right now, we're just cruising right now. 18 cents in the money for OPK. And then we're so light in CCL. We're just letting, I might as well just drop this thing now. It's making some bases around 15.10. Let's put a bid there and see if we can just get out and then not worry about this one again. 5% of this position still on CCL. Don't really have too much interest in doing anything with it right now, but we do have a lot of interest in OPK. That's why we sit back, relax, because look at this. What a banger right here. Still more upside in OPK. Thank you so much for all the love again. Getting a lot of messages right now on Twitter, so thank you so much for that. I will answer them after the show. Go OPK. Let's go.
Yeah, just got another entry into OPK, so we just keep rinsing and repeating of the breakout, 625. Oh, we'll get out in front of 650. You guys kind of know the story there. I want to get back to NBEV. We're going to take a pullback trade. Just got back to our original entry price. Took some out of VWAP for profit, and then we'll catch that pullback trade. But I wanted to jump back to that OMI here. As we said it, 15 even, we try short rolling over. I did chase it a couple of times here. Not going to chase it too far, and the reason why was we thought there'd be some support in front of 14. It turned around at 14 quarter. So I'm going to go with the same strategy here. I'll only short prices in between about 80 and 90 or so with a reversal long at 15 even. If the floodgates open up below this sort of 13.85, 14 area, I think you'd have a bigger retracement on that short trade. But the short in front of 15 likely to be more of a 50, 60 cent result, which is good. But of course, you have to have that stop at 15 even. Make sure you do that. If you're playing the short side, it's very, very important. When you're going against the trend, you have to have a plan in advance. Things will happen very quickly at that 15 level.
All right, OPK just hits them out there at 34s. It's still going, so we'll hold now.
Never
Small
stop.
percent, but we'll hold the rest of it and just see how far this wants to go. So good little trade there. Let's check back in on DraftKings. If there's any other names you guys need, let us know. Wow, DraftKings, nice base there at VWAP. Should have hit that one, but again, guys, oh my God. We're a little late to the party on some of this. So we'll wait to see DraftKings back and forth there. I did want to look at JP Morgan. You guys know that I love the bank stock, so we'll wait to see if anything can happen, although we haven't been trading.
There goes OPK again, guys. Look, we just got some shares out in front of that 40. It made another move to the upside. So this is our 5th trade in this name on that break of 625. We got 26s, and I love the in and out if it gives you basically no slippage on all of these breaks. You're either catching a penny or two. That's because the liquidity is at 50 million. Look, until it stops, we're just going to keep playing long breaks. Pullbacks haven't really been much of a thing. That'd be nice if they were, but hey, it is what it is. We'll take whatever it's going to give us. I'm going to take some more shares out as it tries to roll back to the downside here. Last leg will be out probably in the 45 to 46 range in front of 650, and then you can watch that break as it gets more and more parabolic. At some point, I am going to short this one. If it does roll over at 650, that could be the price. If it does make another leg to the upside and continues to make these breaks, maybe it'll be 7 even, but I'm going to have to give it a shot. You know how I like to roll at this time of day, chasing some of these short opportunities on parabolic moves. For now, we'll just keep taking the wins, lining them up, and knocking them down in OPK. Pre-market win short, pre-market bottom out, breakouts long, pullbacks long at 570. Now you're looking at 650 break.
Okay, yeah, we're still long, man. I mean, we've got this one still like Neil, so we don't need to talk too much about that. There's another reload opportunity right there on CCL. We got double filled, so now we're out of CCL, and we'll wait to get reloaded back downside on this name. It's just in this little bit of a range here. Oh, let me check on Netflix. We talked about going Netflix long. We'll see. NFLX. Okay, we'll see if that one can go. NQ is the moniker. Have you ever seen NQ there and you're joining us for the first time? That's a NASDAQ stock, right? So NQ, NASDAQ, NY, NYSE, and then NYSE American if you ever see some AMs like IB, Okay, we were waiting for this 501. We did talk about that. Did not come into play there. So Netflix, we did not get into Netflix, although I did like the 501 break. Almost predicted that. I mean, this is why I liked 501. I just thought that this bottom here needs to get broken, then we move up a couple cents and take that out. But right now it's bouncing off the bottom. Netflix long might not be horrible here. We do have 3-minute charts, 12-minute charts and whatnot to go here. So we'll look at a few more and then judge what we want to do here with Netflix. But right now CCL is not doing a whole hell of a lot either. So 1525 break long on CCL.
Yeah, new position alert, guys. Watch out for that OMI. It just broke back up to that 1480. First leg we got in at that price. I said I wanted 80s and 90s to the short side. That's what we're going to take if we get it. 15 out. It's going to be a reverse long. And I'm going to take everything out in front of that 14 level. We talked about that dollar range at the top. Wanted to scalp that. So that's what I'm going to try to do here. I will try to get an average price of 85. If we don't, that just means these 80s worked out right away. So I'll look for about 25 to 30 cent win on the first half, 50 to 70 cents on the second half of the trade here. Short on OMI. Already got half of it, so there you go. We like that. And hey, if you like what's going on here, guys, hit that join button. Try to support the show here. We're doing this all, like Sean says, for free. We got the news coming real time. Brendan does an awesome job with getting that NVAX news to us. You saw that little tweet and him bringing it. He's also about to bring the sector watch. Let's go to the big screen with Brendan.
Hey guys, yeah, let's check out the overall S&P 500, still in positive territory, nicely, 0.4% to the upside at this point. Yeah, this one over here, we'll flip over to this side and have a look at the energy sector. Wow, Oxy up 12.5% today, Devon, Halliburton, Fang, all 8+% to the upside. We saw crude oil up about 3.25%, but this entire group in positive territory today. MPC, had a look at that one, 3.9% to the upside, really nice opportunity at the open on that one. Apache had a nice day as well. There's MRO also back in positive territory. Energy stocks leading the entire S&P to the upside today. Banks are also strong. We talked about WFC a little bit there, 4% still to the upside for that one. RF, MTB, and CMA, a couple of the other ones leading. There are a few over here in the diversified group offsetting it to the downside a little, but banks are also quite strong. Industrials back to the upside today, not including some of the travel names over here. Airlines are higher, but not significantly, as are some of the capital goods makers here. GE, FLS, and RTX leading the way. There's Boeing having a nice day, 2.2% as well. Consumer discretionary stocks, Amazon, huge run up yesterday, 7+%, due for a pullback, 2% to the downside today for Amazon. eBay there, 1.6% as well to the downside. Another one that had a great day yesterday. Kohl's, GPS, and KMX all in positive territory. Retailers showing a little bit of strength. Some of the consumer stocks are in positive territory. Way over in the corner there, real estate stocks also showing some strength. Pharmaceuticals offsetting. We talked about a lot of those yesterday with the vaccine news that were leading to the upside, getting a bit of a pullback for pharma names today. And tech stocks back to the downside. We saw yesterday the NASDAQ leading. In the pre-market this morning, the NASDAQ was leading, but you can see we're offsetting the gains now for some of the tech names. 0.35%, guys. It's all about energy names today so far. Back over to you.
All right, new trade alert here on Netflix, guys. So we go short right now. We're $1 in the money. 495.23. I posted that there in the chat. So we'll see now. We are short Netflix. There's a little tick. Waiting for some 493-ish. You know, the real target, though, I would love to get to that down to this level here. This is why we're going to get some out at 493.50 if we can. That's sort of where we started to bunch up yesterday. The very bottom, though, is that 491 break. So if we can get that, be great. We're going to get out past VWAP here. 499-ish, 498. So it could be a loser for sure on board. So right now, though, it's $1 in the money right here. Netflix. Depends on your shares, man. You have 1,000 shares. You may want to take this out. Put that 1,000 in your pocket right now. It's 11 o'clock almost. But right here, we're going to go short side here, 493.96. Wouldn't mind getting some out. Probably should have took it out there for $1.25, but we're giving it all the way back here. Watch these futures. They're pulling down. I don't know. I like Netflix. 493.50 is going to be our first out.
Yeah, just got that OPK, and look, it's going to be all out for me. We talked about a perfect exit in front of 650. I just tweeted that one for you guys. But I wanted to pull back here at 6 even, so I'm going to take a shot if it comes down here in this little retrace. But I'm not going to give it too far here. I'm only going to give it to this 595 area because honestly, you get that second leg upside that's parabolic and it starts to really heavily sell off. You don't want to dig too much into any kind of a pullback trade. I'll give it one shot if it wants to try to bounce. Fair enough. I'm still in that OMI, and we like this trade just for the scalp idea. And again, I like it in this dollar range. We got the 1480s. I'd add it 90 if I could. Then looking for the second out in here in front of that 14 even. And the reason I like it for a smaller trade is you look at this, sort of 1385 area. That if that got taken out, maybe you get a bigger retracement. I still like the long break through 15 if it ever does that. I don't know that it's going to be in the cards. I had a stop order. I sort of put this in the chat here when NBEV, not NBEV, sorry. Where are you? NVAX tested that 140. Still looking to see if it can break through here on NVAX. I haven't seen it. Look, it was a little bit of a wick here and some dark pools that went before, but it failed and now came back in. I'll take the next break of 140 if it happens. Of course, they just came out with that news, and Brendan giving you everything live with those updates as they have that conference. But he's got something for us right now. Brendan, what do you got?
NOVN, guys, Novartis, another earnings name. They reported this morning as well, accelerating to the upside here. Just broke through $1 on monster volume. You can see this is kind of the reverse of what we normally see as far as volume accelerating to the upside, as I mentioned. Now 50% for NOVN, guys.
Novartis. That's a blast from the past right there. I just reloaded in some NBEV as well, guys, just to give you an update. We did take some out at VWAP, looking for this possible pullback and then a retest of the low. It's a higher low in front of 250 at 255. So I'm loading up in front of that. I'm going to reverse short at 250 like we've mentioned, but we're going to go back into the long. We'll take some out at VWAP. If we get it again, that's 275, and then look to see if we can run that up to $3, which has been the target all along. Omni in the money, 30 cents, but look, we're taking 60 to 70, hopefully on the second half of that trade.
I mean, will we ever go? I mean, bang! There it is, another chicken dinner winner. We take that out, $4.94 there for $1.50 now. Win on Netflix. We take out half. Now let's roll the next half downside here. So, Steve, will we ever go live in the afternoon? I don't know. What's it worth to you? We'll see if that can come through. But right now, no, we're way too busy. We interview the guest traders and we put on live shows with our market wisdom. We teach you guys, like tomorrow, we have another live show at 1 p.m. You can come back, watch us at 1 p.m. I think tomorrow's all about earnings. So we'll talk all about earnings and how to properly trade those. But that's that. Just really happy right now, guys, that we just got another catapult win here on Netflix. So that's another $1.50 win there, or sorry, $1.20 win on Netflix. Short there, out there. We're still going to give this all the way back to $4.98, but I do really like this breakdown here, man. If the futures want to roll over, I don't know if they're going to or not. I mean, I can't believe we're back to 3260, 3270 right now in the S&P. But okay, Netflix could be a weak one. We're going to give it to the bottom and then break. I'm not going to put any more bids out here. We'll just give it back to VWAP. This is just a fun name for me today, Netflix. We're just topping off the day, guys.
Yeah, TNXP gets below that 95, so we took one stab in front of 2 even, immediately breaks the 95, so you lose 6 cents. When you've been making, and the idea here is if you're making 10, 15, 20, as has been our plan on the longs, we'll risk that 5 in front. I tried to get the short on the initial break, didn't do it. I'm going to grab some here in front of 190. I would add to it in front of that 195. That was our stop area. So TNXP to the short side. Still have that Omni as well. And again, I'm watching that NVAX to see if it can break 140. But TNXP comes down like a rocket ship. Now looking for short trades in that name. But remember, 170 was the level that we gave you. If it holds that, it could be a long sometime in the afternoon off that little base. So I wouldn't expect too much more than about a 10% return on these shorts here.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just typing a message here. Again, follow me all on Twitter, guys. You'll see everything that we're talking about. I want to give, once again, guys, another monster thank you right now to Red Eye Jedi there. Neil, self-proclaimed nerd. Maybe you are as well. So thank you so much for that, guys. That's a big super chat. And also, we had another one today as well. So just thank you so much to the community. We're doing this all for you, and we'll just keep trying to get these winners for everybody. And thank you so much for joining us. We do go live, obviously, all the way till 12. So any other names, man? If members here, like Lori, you're in the green, Game Street Journal. I believe that was a relatively recent member. If you guys post in here, we try to find out, look for our members a little more closely than if you're not. So if you're a member, fantastic. But put whatever symbols you want in there, and we will get to that. Remember, talk about not coming up after the market and going live. We do have, though, at 11:55 coming up right now, professional day traders break down their stations, so day trading setups. So if you want to sort of understand what I'm looking at here, Neil, Brendan, so on and so forth, that is coming up at 11:55. Miss V will drop the link. Still waiting on this Netflix to do something, guys. 497.50 is probably where we'll get out right about here, guys.
Yeah, we got that Omni. Of course, we took half out when it gave you that 14.50 on the short in front of 15. It just broke 15, reversal to the long. I haven't taken anything off, and I'll do that in front of 15.50 of the first leg at least. So do watch out. You had that reversal at 16 even. But when that flashes across the screen, it means we need to go to our good friend. No? We just hit the Brendan goat for no reason. Fair enough. I like that. I like it. You can get it on a shirt if you like. If you like our merchandise there, Sean shows off what I think is the best piece of merchandise, and that's going to be that hoodie. It looks good. Get comfortable. Obviously, it's a little hot in the summer to wear a hoodie, but that actually breathes pretty well, according to Sean. I haven't tried it myself. Look forward to doing that. If OMI does pull back into that sort of 1480, 1490 range, that could be a good place for a reload. NBEV, however, about to break, and it did break that 250. I got out, but did not get short. So I have to check in to see what happened to my second order on that. Should have reversed to the short side on NBEV as planned.
Yeah, serenity now, guys. You need to calm down and watch out for your positions right now. 496.53, just giving you an update. We are going to get out of Netflix if it breaks above 498, 497.75. One of the best segments right now that we don't talk about enough is Forex, and we like to review this. I would love it for the Canadian dollar to start going downside because all we're trading here is U.S. names. But Brendan, give it to us over there at the big board.
Hey guys, yeah, let's jump into currency land. Sadly, Sean, I'll disappoint today. 0.6% to the upside for the CAD, 74.3 today. So a nice move to the upside. We're seeing a little bit of US dollar weakness coming into play right across the board. So a lot of these are higher, including the euro up there, 0.3%, 114.7. British pound also nicely higher on the day, 0.6%, 127 and change. I want to talk about this one though. Australia, 71 now on the Australian dollar. Look at this technical breakout here. 70 cents had been a very key level for this thing for quite some time. This goes all the way back to April. So a spike high in April here just got taken out in a big way. So a full percent and change to the upside for the Australian dollar. Bank of Australia out overnight reiterating their current stance on interest rates in that country to stand where they are currently. So a nice pop for the Australian dollar. New Zealand following suit as well, 0.7% here, 66 and change. Both Bitcoin and Ethereum, that's a mouthful. To the upside today, we're back above 9,200 for Bitcoin, 2.5% and 3% respectively for Ethereum. Let's go back to Sean.
Yeah, Ethereum, Litecoin, a lot of these crypto names starting to go. So we do not have crypto on our system, so we have to wait for that one. I don't know if we'll ever get it. We'll see on that. No promises, no guarantees on anything. But yeah, no crypto on our machine here. All we can trade is if you do want it. There's GBTC over there in NYSE American. Come on, Netflix. Damn it. We're going to go one for one here. It looks like Netflix is going to take out the top. This is GBTC, 2 million shares today, up 6%, just like what Brendan was talking about there. Remember, when you see this up 6% and maybe Bitcoin's up, let's just say for argument's sake, 7%. Remember, that's a 24-hour tally, right? GBTC is only after yesterday's close. So 6% up and not really doing a whole hell of a lot. Maybe if it takes this out, I don't know, whatever. Right now, GBTC not doing anything. So definitely worth the wait to wait for something to happen there. That's a we can trade on our system anyways. Wow, Tesla, man. Yeah, okay. Nice little run upside Tesla today where we got out 1670 here, but now all the way back down. I didn't even, again, guys, I wish we had more of an alert down here to 1600. That would have been a fantastic reload if you could have had it.
Yeah, speaking of reloads, we did get that OPK here. Just come back from a bit of a break here at 6 even. I said I'd take one shot if it pulled back down into that price. We did wait for that full retracement from a failure at 650 all the way to 6 even. I will take some off for a 10-cent little scalp. When it gets to the quarters, I'll take the rest of it out here. And again, after this has already made a big parabolic move, we managed to catch the bottom, fortunately, in front of 5 1/4. We managed to get some nice breakouts and pullbacks. As it gets toward the lunchtime hour, I do anticipate it's going to slow down just a little bit here, and I'll want to make sure I'm taking the profits as they come. So that'll be a 10-cent, and then we'll look at maybe 20 to 25 cents in the next trade. I'm not anticipating at this point that 6 might be the best ramp off point. I think maybe 585, that level where there was more chop earlier, might be a bit of a better support if it gets down there. That's why I want to have a tight stop here at 6 even, and then take the rest out here at 625. I just want to update another position we have here. We still have that TNXP, the reversal to the short side that we took basically on that 188. I did chase it from 195. I have not added to the position here. I think we can in front of 2 even. I'll go ahead and see if I can get some orders in the mid 90s to further the short trade in TNXP. It's been all long, both from a breakout standpoint originally when it took that 220 and 225 area, and the pullback at 2 even. It gave another one at 205. The last one is not going to work out. If you play those trends and you play those pullbacks, the last trade is likely to be a loser. Now I'm looking for shorts in TNXP. That's going to be the name of the game. And NVAX, you know, one of those things is I came in today expecting it to be hot fire in NVAX. I'd be trading after that release came out, when they were having that little press conference, of course, that presentation. And so far, the level I'm looking at, that 140, just hasn't made a clean break. I still have my order locked and loaded, ready to go. It's in a tight consolidation, which was not what I anticipated post news. I thought maybe there'd be a breakout trade there. I still have it locked and loaded, ready to go. If NVAX breaks, we'll be taking it. But until then, you see the market sliding to the downside, and that means I got to get back over to my good friend CCL, which was probably the best short of the day for me. You know, after that, TNXP, that was a great short. But now it's making what looks like a bit of a double bottom here in front of 15. I am going to take the 15 break. If the futures bounce to the upside, I probably at this time of day don't mind taking one shot long in front of 15 even, guys. So I am going to take the break short, but I'll have a tight stop long in front of it, only risking a few pennies here to see if you can't make a retrace into that quarter.
I feel like CCL should be my good friend as well. So we'll you know, we've been hammering that one. Look at Airbus. It's not Airbus. ABUS. Brendan gave us that name earlier, and we just take a wait there. Long on that day's break of 23. So we're long, what are we long? 24? Yeah, we're long 24, out 29 there. Now we're still holding 2/3 on ABUS. Arbitus Biopharma. So here we go again. Nice little long here. I mean, it's in the money, but we'll wait to see what's going to happen with this one as we go. But right now, ABUS, long 24. It's a new position alert. So we hit the air horn for that one. We took some out at 30. Now let's see where this one wants to go upside now. Looking at this, though, upside maybe 350 might be a good spot to get out in the 40s. We'll try that. And then if it breaks this high, then it's giddy up. But that's 370. So we need that to come through. I don't mind holding this all the way back to 3, maybe even a little bit lower. Yeah, let's just call it 3. Let's just do a 3 even. I don't know enough about this name. We're just taking it long off that break, and then we'll wait to see if it can't go higher than 365. That'll be my next leg in. But out in the 40s here, and then out again if we break through 65, dropping it through 3. Big screen. You want to take it, Neil?
We got Valeria at the big
Valeria
screen. So let's get our European update. It's already 11 o'clock. Wow.
Time flying.
Hey guys, welcome to the European update. Europe mixed today, mostly in a positive territory. Switzerland is down 0.39%. Stockholm is down 0.33%. Germany is leading up 0.98%. And Russia is up 0.92%. European Union leaders have reached a deal on 915 billion euro recovery fund to help regions to recover from the crisis. That's all with the Europe, and I'll keep you updated. Back to traders.
2 updates here. I did take a few more shares. Oh, I love it. Hit that subscribe, guys. I love the new animation. I'm going to say I had nothing against the cat, but that is significantly better than the cat. Hit that sub if you guys are enjoying what you're seeing here. We keep talking about Carnival Cruise Lines, and I feel like there hasn't been a day since we've been on YouTube. I feel like I can confidently say this, that one of us hasn't been trading this name, if not both. And again, I still like the short. Don't get me wrong, it was a short initially off the failure at the high here. Just at this time of day, I like taking these little double bottoms and see if we can't run them back up into a level like VWAP. And it'll be a 10, 15, 20 cent scalp for me on CCL. Not necessarily trying to bottom pick for a home run, as I'm trying to make a nice little winning trade off of what looks like a solid bottom here at 15 even, guys.
We're averaged in now to Netflix. We're still going to give it to 498. We already talked about that. So a nice little average in here. If we can get this one out for $1, we'll take it. But right now we're making new moves to the upside. We had to absorb this whole move up, and it doesn't look like Netflix is going to let us do that. So it's going to come all the way back down. I don't know if the futures are going to let us do that. So Netflix right now, 498, very conservative on our last little bit here. But we've averaged in, took that winner. Now it looks like Netflix will probably be a loser for us. I don't mind getting some out if we can get back here, like I said, for that $1. But right now, there we go. Oh, looks like it is going to try to break 498 right now. And then there we go. That'll get us out. There we go. So Netflix flushed that down, but that's okay. That's why we keep talking about our positions and how to properly manage them. It's 11 o'clock right now, so we don't want to let these winners turn into losers like we just did there on Netflix. But we gave it a go. We tried there, but Netflix right now joins NEO as my other negative stock on the day, and it's so small, but it's negative, so we'll talk about it. Also, OPK there, flush down, breaking back down through. So this is our last 10% loser right there, last 10% on OPK, guys.
Yeah, I'm going to give the car crash for what just happened here. You're going to see this, I don't know, it's hard to make out. You can see this little turquoise line here with this little dot. That was me looking for a reload off of this 590 area in front of 585, anticipating a bounce. That was the price I gave you guys as the next level down. We took one reload and a 10-cent win. I went to try to average in. Had we got that fill, it basically gave you a pullback all the way to 6 even, so it was a quick little scalp. If you identify these levels on the pullback, sometimes you get these quick trades. And again, this is more of a day trade than anything. If you have direct market access, you can take advantage. For some of you guys swing trading, I would not be looking to do that. That's one of those in, out, within 15, maybe even 20 seconds, but that was your shot. I'll take one more in front of 585. I'll be all done with the long, at least in the short term in OPK, once 585 is gone. I can tell you we'll go with the disco ball, because why not? I feel like we need something to celebrate that has a boat. Something like I'm on a boat, maybe play that music. For CCL here, we just got the first leg out in front of 515. I talked about getting some more in front of 20, and we'll hang on to VWAP. Just a bit of a dip by, a double bottom in front of 15 even. A nice little scalp trade on that. I'm still going to take that short if it does break the even, however.
Again, another one right here, guy. ABUS. Wowzers, just another little win there. This is starting to become something else, because everything today, OPK monster win, ABUS here monster win. Thanks, shout out to Brendan for that one. That goes all the way to 46. We told you we'd get out, so we take that out there, 39 off of a 25. So that's another 15-cent win there as we continue to go upside now. Next level, I already broke this down for you, but why not? We'll do it again. You guys eating this stuff up. $3.65, the next little break level, but your boy's already crushing this one up to 42, guys. We're long right now, 18 cents in the money and still going. Let's look. I don't even remember that level I just gave you guys. What was that? 65-ish, 66-ish. So I don't know. Look, if we get there, that'd be nice. But we'll wait to see if that does happen. Right now, ABUS, man, just another one, another big win for us here again. So the day just keeps getting bigger and better right now. We do have an LFT because OPK came downside there. Oh, no, it's more about Netflix is where the LFT lies. But we're still bouncing around now. We could take a break through, watch out, Mike. We could take a break through 499. But Netflix has done this to me before. I don't really like it when it's sleepy, and it is. That's why this break was kind of key. We should have just left it alone there when the break came back. But Netflix, I'm not going to get caught up in this story again, guys.
Yeah, and then just got another out here. Just going to update you guys. CCL, that little bottom pick at 16. We take some at 05. We take some at 06. I just got another leg out. It's another quarter here at that 517. We're going to look for 520 and then 525 if we can break it. I'll maybe hold a little bit to see if it tests that high. It's going to be a breakout at some point if we ever get that 1550 to 1554 move today, tomorrow, whenever it might be. Then I'll likely take one shot short in front of it as long as it's not literally at the end of the day. That's one trade I do not like putting on if it's going to be, in the last hour. But TNXP, just one more before we go to Brendan here. I want to update you. I still have the short in TNXP. Not really going anywhere. I like this one in front of this nice little $2 area. We'll sort of be building a position in consolidation, looking for it to test that 170 bottom, or at least support level in the pre-market. Brendan, what do you got?
This MTP just popping back up in front of me here, guys, on a volume scanner. Just broke this little pivot high here at 580, we'll call it. You can see volume just coming back into the upside. Held 5 on that last pull in from the highs of the day up here at 7. So MTP still doing volume, guys.
All right, and here goes. This is called discipline. Watch this, guys. Okay, what kind of a break is this going to be here? Breakthrough 20 maybe here on ABUS. So we're long 24s. We've already taken out 9 pennies, then we take out 17 pennies. So 9 plus 17, 26. So this thing can go all the way down, and we're still cruising, which it's trying to go right now all the way back to the downside right now. Our out's going to be 312, so we're getting ready to get that right here, and then we'll put a little bit of profit into our pocket, but that's what happens, guys. We just keep it real. We get one time in, out, out. Now we hold the rest to come backside. It did fall out, but so glad we were able to take that out right there. Our out's going to be 312 on this one. I might just take it. Maybe I'll just take it right now, and then that way we put everything in our pocket on ABUS. Gonna have another quick look, but 312 could be the out, or even right here, guys.
Yeah, just another move on that TNXP. We just talked about that short, looking for it to make a move to 170. And then we get another move down. We take some out in front of 180. We take some out in front of 175. I talked about that 170 literally seconds ago, and then we're immediately hitting the fireworks on that short. We talked about it in front of 2. We had that 195 level for a breakdown, so plenty of time to get into this trade. It was a great long. We love the long. It was great, but that's done. We're hunting shorts now in front of that 2 even. And if 170 breaks, we'll be rounding into that as well. Final target just got out live as we're talking about here, so another nice little 10% gain. Watch out for 170 break. We'll be taking that as well.
Yeah, thank you guys again for everything here as I refresh up. If you're joining us for the first time, I tweet all the time, and then today has been an amazing day, so everybody knows where this is from, obviously Carlton. One of the best shows, I would say, for a family comedy there. The Fresh Prince of Brampton is Brendan. What up?
Not seeing any headlines on this one, guys, but Diffusion Pharmaceuticals, DFFN, just getting flushed there from 150 down to 135. Look at the volume coming in on this name. Just going to continue to look for any kind of headline, but DFFN to the downside, guys.
And there goes Airbus back upside, guys. We absorbed that, but yeah, thank you, Brendan, for that news. It doesn't go all the way. It almost breaks 12. That's our key kill right there, but all the way back up to 35 again. Debating just taking that one out and then reloading if we do get up through that 370 level that we talked about. So, excuse me, I think we'll put an order. I'm trying to chug this water here. We're already at 11 a.m. right now, so we've caught all the way back up. So there you go, Maria. Hydration Nation live and ready. 330 maybe an out here, as it looks like it just failed that. So we're not going to try ABUS again. We're going to use 312 as our out, and if we're lucky enough to get out in the 30s, we'll take that out again.
Yeah, and CCL, just to update you, we just got our target on TNXP, and it just broke 170, so I got short on that break. Also getting almost all of it out here in CCL in front of that 20. The next level will be hold it to see if it tests VWAP. I will take one more shot long if it retraces in front of 15. But nice little scalp trade. It basically plays out. You get the bottom end of the range. You wait for your good price in front of 15 even. You start taking most of it off in front of this high just in case it rolls over at 15.20. If it makes a break from here, we're still got a quarter of it long. We can catch a bigger trade, but TNXP just shorted me on that break of 170. Got 168 on that flush. I will not give it as much room, maybe only to 75, because I really like it in front of 2 even to the short side.
Okay, yeah, CCL, we're gonna take it with some decent shares if it does break above 15.20 right here, guys. So I do like that trade. So yeah, that's gonna be a good one, hopefully for us. Breaking through 15.20, that's what we'll do, and we'll see if we can't continue to crush that name today. CCL's been near the top of my list all day there. You could see reload, and bang it to the downside there. When we're taking these kind of winners, you know the P&L just keeps coming down. So we'll be going up, like raining down. We'll see if that one can't come through as well. I just noticed, guys, if you can follow on Twitter there, got a few more members here, but we're trying to get to 5 grand. So that would be pretty sweet if we could do that today. Would be nice. And send me the messages. I see 11 direct messages already today, so I'll do my best to get at those guys if we can. But it's busy times. I will get at them. Just a matter of wait for that. Okay, Nio still going. Of course, that's Neo, Simber Tickle, Nio. The only negative stock of any real concern today for me is this. I am noticing that VWAP is up here at 1310. I do like that. I don't mind an 07 break. Here goes CCL. Let's take that one now. We take it on the break. This always happens to us, guys. So we take the break and then it comes right back down. So let's wait to see what CCL wants to do. I don't even mind taking up here 6, 7, 8 pennies if I can get it here on CCL, but right now long 21s.
Yeah, MTP just took the top at 7 even. I'm just going to quickly go to the daily, see what we got going on here. We have no levels on this name. Brennan literally mentioned the stock and then makes another parabolic move to the upside. So look for 7 even. Was just a failed break as you're seeing it come back in here. But just crazy volume, crazy volatility. Just crossed the 100 million share mark. If it makes another run at the top, sometimes the second break is better than the first. So 707 is the new high. I'll see if I can take a stab at that price if it gets there. I mean, you never really know with these high flyers. This was $1.70 yesterday. At this point, it's starting to get a little crazy. Up 400%, so 300% right now on MTP. Brennan, of course, giving you this one multiple times today.
Yeah, MTP. Okay, I'll go back on. I'll go over to that thing right now. Why not? Wow, it's up huge there. Yeah, $7 break there on MTP. So good thing we didn't take that. Okay, there it is. Did we just get those CCLs? Oh, it went to 24 and missed us right there. So we're waiting on CCL to get us out. Some at 24. Come on, baby, let's hit it. Just print some at 24 and bang! There it is once again. It's not a home run, but look. At 11.11, we'll take it. Nice little four pennies there on CCL. Now let's see if we can't break high side here and then start talking about this a little more in the 30s, please and thank you. Our outs are going to be down here at 12. Again, we have a little different outs. Trade your own book, guys. You got to trade your own shares and your own risk. So I'm going to get out a little bit earlier. 15-12-ish, I believe, is where we put that order. But right now, I'm just going to clean up some of my stop orders. How many trades, how many executions do you think we've got today on my account? I'll tell you, I don't want to give any hints, but it's more than 100. More than 100 fills so far today for me on this market. Needless to say, that's a lot, but we had some more here. 494, screw you, Netflix. Now the futures want to come down. I told you Netflix is going to have a problem here when these futures went upside. It basically breaks our level there and only goes another 50 cents before falling on its face, $3. So I hope that some of you are able to hold that. And by the way, here goes Airbus. We've already got out of that one. It's not Airbus, but here goes CCL. Look at that trade, guys. In at 20, out there some 26s. Let's see how high we want to go. And oops, I did it again.
Yeah, Z's is a good nickname there. Someone asking how I figured 195. I'm going to quickly go here, and I know a lot of times we'll be talking about our levels very quickly, and you'll see things flash on the screen. When I talked about 195, I was simply looking at the breakout pre-market price. It was a pre-market high at 195. There was a bit of a seller that got broken. When it retested, and again, when it got all the way up to 250 and then did this little pullback trade, it then stalled shy of that same price. So if that breakout price holds on a parabolic move back down, I then like it as a level. That's why I like 195 as a reversal. Look, it ultimately didn't matter. If you took the $2 reversal, it's the same result, but that's how I came to that 195. So if it's a 195 too even area, if it's too even, lots of reasons to like that range. Flipping into the short side trade, which the second short for me is not going to work. We take the 170 break. I told you I'd have a tighter stop there because I wanted to see it retest that 195 too. I like that a little bit better for the short side trade. Start at this time of day, you know, Sean will say it, I'll say it as well. You start taking smaller hits there, tighten up your stops if you have, you don't want to be over aggressive in the trade sometimes, but if you see something you like, but you don't want to put more risk to it because it's time of day, you can either size down, have a tighter stop, or don't trade it at all. But right now we need to get to Brennan. What do you got, bud?
Still big time attention being focused on the energy group, guys. Chevron here, 6.5% today. Look at the volume spike as we took out day highs here. We're getting to 91 on CVX. Got to flip over and show you Noble Energy as well. They announced obviously the all-stock $5 billion all-stock deal. Chevron took out Noble earlier in the week, guys.
Oh, good job. Yeah, Noble there. Yeah, congratulations to you, Andre. Good guess there. And you probably would have been right. I just took another fill there on CCL, getting some out here as it looks like it wants to fade down. I'm still hoping these futures can get going and CCL can get back to the upside here. But we'll wait to see on that one. But yeah, 136 fills right now. So I give you the big win there. Hit the confetti. Andre, nice little, give you credit on the chat there. So there we go. Let's just wait to see what does happen now. 15-20. I'm not giving it much room here.
Whoa, got a catapult, guys. Finally, NVAX breaks 140. This only took, I don't know, the greater part of an hour and a half. 9:55, the bloody results came out there. And finally, we get a break of this little range. I did just immediately scalp out $1.50 on that little breakout. So you get a big volume spike. It breaks the 140. I got 140 even as a price. Sometimes you get very, very fortunate with your exit. There's, we can talk about luck and skill all you want, but if you get a 140 break and a stop order doesn't get slipped at all, it's because your routing key is fantastic. And if you don't know what I mean by that, when you're looking at the level 2, access to multiple gateways as it's trying to hit. Some of ours have access to dark pools even, so that's how I got a good execution. Long 140, we'll slip some out here at 140 or 150. This level at 140, 250, I expect to be resistance. I will take more shares out in front of it. Thank you very much, NVAX. Sometimes you got to be patient, but we finally got into this one. It took all morning long, but already worth it. See if I can take some off for a $2 winner and then run the rest of these. If it takes out 145, that would be my next target, guys. Big win here on NVAX. 140 we set all morning long.
Yep, good look there for sure. NVAX, nice little runner there. Nothing wrong with $2. Space to final. I mean, we're still waiting for CCL, man. We have an order here at 25 to get a little bit out. And again, 3 cents might not seem like that much because it's not. Actually, that's 5 cents. But again, it's all relative to the shares you have. Okay, Netflix. We'll check that out again. Oh no, I want to check out Virgin. SPCE. Come on, CCL, just go. Hopefully that can go. SPCE is of course a New York stock. All the way back up now. We did miss this little bottom. Look at this, guys. VWAP, bounce, and finally you get a nice little break. It did break downside. If you took the VWAP trade here, you would have lost. So now it's a good one. I'd still need to see this thing get past here, man. 25.55 before I get interested in that. Could happen very, very soon. So let's take a 25.50 break on this name, and we'll see if that one wants to continue to go north side. But again, it's 11 right now, so not much happening there. You can see the super chat there. I want to thank Red Eye Jedi there for that as well. Again, that's $100 super chat. Definitely a nice little gift there. And I want to thank OJ Ovo as well for super chatting. I think $60 or $70 in total, probably 60. I think it was. Yeah,
OJ's been coming through every single day. I do have a question for Red Eye Jedi there. Can you at least confirm with it? I'm assuming you're a big fan, right? And it goes without saying if I'm a nerd, I'm a huge, gigantic Star Wars fan. But let me know if you are one and which is your favorite movie. I just want to quickly update. I said this very, very quickly, and the last time someone asked how we came up with levels on TNXP. The target I have in front of 145 on NVAX is simply because of this double top in the pre-market. And technically, it's almost a triple top, but there was volume only twice when it tested 145. The first time was way back at like 7 a.m. and there was no volume down there. So I think is a good spot where it might reverse. I've already taken a couple of legs out for $1.50 and a $2 move. Just want to make sure that there isn't anything going on and we're not blind. Brennan's already right there for me with any news that does come out. But I'm looking here for about $4 to $4.50 in front of that 145 area that we're watching all morning long. And that's just the reason for it. It's a pre-market level. Nothing too crazy about that. You have to have targets out to the upside. And usually I like fading the news. That's why I'm not going to try and hit an absolutely ridiculous $10, $15 move on NVAX. I like fading news. So if 145 holds, you'll probably see me try to work a short on NVAX at some point. Valeria has something for us. What do you have?
Hey guys, just wanted to talk a little bit more about our membership. Again, thank you everyone who joined our family. We really appreciate your support. Well, members have their names in green on the chat, so they're super noticeable. Members have their tradertv.live custom badges that will be updating and improving with more months you're a member. And also you have members only emojis. Guys, send your request for different emojis. We'll be changing and updating them for you. You can join at our homepage, and you can find join button right next to subscribe, or you can join at the link I'm sending on the chat. And of course, if you're not subscriber yet, subscribe right now and you won't regret. Join our live trading show every day, guys. And of course, let's finally reach 1,000 of likes. I haven't seen 1K number for a long time, so please guys, support and like our video right now. I'll see you later. Back to traders.
Yeah, if you can do that. You never want to disappoint Valeria. Come on, guys. So make sure you hit that like, make sure you hit that subscribe. And I just want to say here, obviously, you know, as Sean says, well, you know, we're putting live trades on. We're doing the show for free. But a lot of this is the community. We love it. It's absolutely fantastic. And I'm going to give a shout out to you know, both Sean and I were trading CCL, and Daryl, one of our longtime viewers, we love you, buddy. You're regretting the fact that the day you don't trade CCL is the day we both have it. But if you got Oxy, who cares? Because I didn't even look. Neither of us looked at the energy space. But what an incredible move Oxy is putting in right now. Please let us know exactly how you did on it. Tons of potential here. So I'm kind of hoping you made the 10% gain. It's a clean move rounding into $18 right now. I might take a shot at the short in front of this 18. It is rounding out at this point, so I kind of bring it up because I want to make a trade. But also to shout out what a fantastic move that is. You guys are making your own trades. We're making our own. Sometimes they're the same. Other times they're different. Congratulations on Oxy, Daryl.
Yeah, good job on that one. Yeah, and CCL, I mean, whatever, just come back tomorrow and I'll make more money on it. So good job there, Daryl. And yeah, thank you so much for all the support. Daryl also has a mug and a t-shirt, so you could definitely pick that up. And yeah, this sweater is the bomb. I'll wear it tomorrow. We'll wear that tomorrow again. Nice little light sweater, as I think it's like a 27, 28 degrees Celsius right now outside. So a little cold, but not really. We'll wait to see on that one. And oh, NIO, why didn't I thought we had some orders to go on NEO, but we'll look at that. It's approaching view up right now. What's up, Brendan?
Another one just popping up here, guys. PAGP, Page Group Holdings, huge volume spike just coming in as we broke day highs here. So a lot about this time of day, you always get a few stocks that are breaking 2-day highs, some of them popping up on volume scanners as well as a result. So we're going to look into PAGP, guys.
Yeah, I'm going to give a shout out to Red Eye Jedi. Anybody that's that can say that they like the prequels, you have to be a fan. You must be a bigger fan than me if you like episode 1, because I consider that near the bottom of the list, but I enjoy all those films, certainly. Oxy right now getting to that 18 level that I just mentioned here. I'm going to take a stab. And again, this is a style of trade that if you don't have direct market access, you're probably not putting this on. Little scalp ID in front of an even. At this time, it's 11:20. Things usually try to round out. You're only risking 5 to 10 cents, depending on how the slippage might be on that trade. So I got some at 94. I'd probably add, you know, maybe like 96, 97, or 98, and then looking to run it down to maybe this 1788. You don't necessarily have to hit a home run here because your risk is only a few pennies, and I do see a relatively significant amount of size in the level 2 here, you know, with 60, 70,000 shares at that 18 even, guys. So there's liquidity. There's a nice level we can run off of. It's not going to be a gigantic trade for me, but at this time of day, it's one of those things you can put in your pocket when you have direct market access. NVAX, I'm going to think about a trailing stop here at some point. Just turned around in front of my target at 144.5.
Okay, CCL, we still have that order. We're still waiting for it to come downside there. And we are also waiting right now for Netflix. 490, I mean, we'll see, man. If it wants to give it another try, we'll give it another try as well. Futures trying to go upside. Remember, Netflix and the futures might not necessarily equate, although it looks like it is today. So that's kind of good to know. You have here at 9:45 a move upside. Here's the move. Remember, 9:45 Chicago time. So here's 10:45 move upside. Then the futures start to come down here about 10:05, which is 11:05, and then you have 11:05 come back downside here. So yeah, okay, Netflix kind of following the futures right now. CCL still hovering around, not doing anything. We're waiting for 512 to break. If that does break, then yeah, giddy up on CCL. We'll be out of that trade. Other than that, man, that's the only trade I have on. You're right. It's long CCL to the downside there, and we are waiting for space to take off. Oh, it's getting close. 25.50 the top.
Yeah, and here comes that 18 on Oxy. We'll be in and out very quickly once it breaks. I got 95 to the short side, so like I mentioned, you're only risking 5 cents plus slippage. I did want to very, very quickly jump back to a name that Brendan mentioned this morning that I got away from because it's looking like it wants to make a move. AIM over here on formerly the AMEX, a NYSE ARCA market, making a nice little double bottom here after a big pullback. It was down over 10%, so it's going to be short sell restricted, but looking to possibly break back up at 355. 355 was the level I was looking at that one previously. I mean, I had it written down, so it's sort of a one that I might take as a pivot to the upside. If it breaks that, it also happens to be VWAP. It doesn't really matter to me as much as I see that failure on a pullback at that same price. I'll be looking for a long break on AIM at 355, looking like it'll try to hold that bottom in front of 340. Risk 15 cents to see if it can't get to the opening range top of 380, where there might be a secondary push in the afternoon. AIM, one of those coming back in after positive news. You did see a nice little roundup here, breaking 250, making a bit of a parabolic test at 430. I like to see if it can make a nice little bottom and continue this trend. My break will be at 355, guys.
Okay, yeah, just looking around here, trying to find some stuff. Here comes space right now to the upside. This, I mean, again, we called this on this VWAP break, but missed it. So now we have to settle for a 25.65 break. We did have this one earlier. Let's see if it does want to go, but Brendan right now has something else.
Random symbol alert, guys. iClick Interactive Asia, ICLK, 13% move today. Nice looking daily chart trending to the upside. Just broke 6 this morning on the move to the upside. I'll caution you on this one. It has been relatively thinly traded throughout the session. 60% of the volume on the day coming in the print this morning. So huge dark print going off this morning, 535. Everything else throughout the session hasn't been much, but iClick, if you're wondering, most of that happened in the pre-market, guys.
I like the name of that.
International. Space bounces off that. We're not in that yet, guys.
Sorry, I just was going to say iClick. I love that little name there. Interesting little ticker. I did just get some out of on Oxy. And again, when you're doing this type of a trade where you're risking in front of 18 and you get 95 to the short side, let me zoom in so you can actually see this better. And you got to use a 1 minute. I'm going to take some out initial for about 7 cents worth of a win. And then just going to layer some orders down here. So as it comes down, I'm scalping out. I'll probably reload for less and less. The more often this trade tests 18, the less times I will like it. So we'll keep banking profit as it goes down and then reloading less and less in front of that 18 even. And if 18 breaks, I'm not married to the idea of reversing into the long. I'll probably stay away from that in the energy space. Just a quick little scalp short, already in the money, but that's 1/6 of the position I got out at 88. I'd take some more out in front of 85 and 80, all the way down to about 1765 or so. That could be a nice little area to take it all out. I don't think it's going to be necessarily a home run trade here, guys. It's more about that 5 cents worth of risk, and then you get the return past that mark, which we just took a little bit of.
Oh man, DraftKings just bounces off that 37.50. Good look there. DraftKings and Tesla, my two top stocks today. I mean, look what we did to DraftKings today. Long here, 36 right off the open, 936. We get that. What up, Colin? Shout out to Colin, now becoming a member on our board here. Colin Stark, that was a member, and then Red Eye Jedi also there. So Colin Stark and Red Eye Jedi, thank you so much, Red Eye, for that and for becoming a member. So both super important to us. We will put some stuff on our community page as well when we release different videos. And then if you're just joining us right now, you might want to know that after this show we have coming up, actually, Valeria going to drop the link in about 20 minutes right now, how our setups are. We often get questions here about, you know, what do we look at? What are our setups? You're going to find that out on our next video release on our Market Wisdom page coming up right after the show. Actually, Valeria will drop that link, but here we go again. DraftKings to the upside. It looks like it's, I don't know, man. I mean, this trade seems a little bit exhausted. The volume's not huge here. Let's wait for a volume spike before we get back into this name. What's up, Brendan?
Multi-year highs again today, guys, on both silver and gold. So a lot of the little miners popping up this morning on higher relative volume. This is McEwen Mining. MUX in New York up 9.25%. Just took out day highs there on a decent volume spike. Look at the daily chart, though. 1, 2, 3 days straight to the upside, along with, again, silver and gold multi-year highs. 2 days in a row, guys.
Thanks a lot there, Brendan. I just got another leg out on Oxy there, so we talked about that in front of 18. And for those of you that can do that style of trade, riding along with us, I'll take some more shares out in the the low 80s, the high 70s before ultimately looking to take probably about a 30-40 cent win. You can hang on to like 10-20% of the position to maybe catch that bigger move like 50 cents or all the way down to VWAP 65. But with this style, it's not that I'm sitting here hoping for the monster trade. You've already, now that I've taken almost half of it out here, I've already paid for this trade, so I likely won't get the other half back in if it comes back to 17.95, but we just were able to take 17 cents out. We'll take 25 next, and like I said, 30, and then see how far it can go. So it's a nice little rollover opportunity. I feel like this is the time of day when some of these winners chicken dinner. I had chicken last night for dinner. It feels like we have chicken every day for lunch sometimes. Interested to see what it is today. But again, you just get these nice little trades. They get to a nice little high at like 18 even. Start rounding out. You see a bit of size on the offer. And as a day trader, I just like that setup. I'm going to take it almost every time I see it on a name like an Occidental. A lot of times, a 10% move is already big enough for Oxy. And you see it even with that pullback. Occidental still up 13%. That energy space, Brendan's been all over it. So you've had ample opportunity to get in and out of that. I just wanted to check back on OPK for a quick second here. I flatted the rest of my trade on the way back in. We did have that one reload at 6 even. It didn't tested this 585 area. It's been bouncing off it. Rejected at that same 615, 620 area. So for me, I'm all done with this until we catch a 585 break. And much like TNXP, when we started to the short side, when a key level broke at 195, when 585 goes in OPK, same story. We get below that price, I'm going to start shorting this one. Our first trade of the day was actually our best one on OPK, and it was a pre-market short here at 575, and we got the bottom at 530 or so. I'll see if we can do that same magic at a 585 break on OPK. Both the shorts and the longs have been good. I'm now looking for another short at 585 if we get it.
Yep. Okay, just sending Laura a message. Okay, CCL, still looking at that one. Yeah, OPK, okay, we can look at that. OPK, we've been destroying, we did destroy that stock today. Again, another one of these small caps that we've done really well on. Yeah, 590 there. What's up, Brandon?
Another one to look at here, guys. Arlo Technologies, little headline here just coming out. Arlo Technologies announcing an agreement with Securitas USA and an integrated smart cloud SaaS system. Have a look at the chart here. Huge move today from $3 all the way to 380 in a straight line. Yeah, this daily chart not loading completely, but yeah, nice looking daily chart. 37% for Arlo, ARLO, guys.
All right, I'm looking at Netflix here again. It still doesn't want to go, eh? Okay, that level would be 498 exactly. Let's go back over to Netflix here today. A loser for us, but I was looking at this 498 level. Still in play, but this is not really moving. I guess Netflix is not going to break out. I'm actually going to cancel that trade right there. And if it goes, it goes. We'll review it. But I was really thinking that Netflix, based on these futures, it's been kind of choppy here, that Netflix is choppy, but I thought we'd be near the high of the range with this, so we're not. So we'll have to wait to see on that one, but that's Netflix going. Just getting into a small trade here on Luckin Coffee, long 68. So we'll see if we can't scalp that out. But right now the market just pulled back down. So I'm wondering if Netflix might be a short to go, maybe. CCL will come out if we break through 15, 12. We're just sort of like plodding our way around right now. Not a whole hell of a lot happening.
So I'm going to go pigs get slaughtered here. I did mention in CCL that once it got to VWAP, I'd try to hold the last of my long in front of 15 for a test of that high where we were shorting before. Never got there. Stalled out here at 1530. It's going to try to hold this bottom. I'll probably take a little bit more in front of 15 even, but at this point, if it retests that price, I'm going to stick with that little short trade through the even break. If we get it, that's great. I'll take maybe half what we had the first time at 1505 or so in front of that. And then next time I'll take some more shares out in the 30 range just in case it stalls out. I also have to get back over to NVAX. It's still in the money for me here. We talked about the level that we liked for a target. And I think I got a little bit too particular with that sort of 144 half. It broke into that 144 to 145 range. 145 we expect to be resistance. Didn't catch any out once it broke 144. It's come back in here. I have a trail at 141. It hasn't hit that, so we're still in the last little third of this position. So it's going to be pretty binary. Either it retests 144 when we get out in front of it, or it trails to 141 and we get the last out for a $1 win to add to the $1.50 and 2 that we had in the first 2/3 of the position. So that's a quick little update. I'm not going to go with, I said I'd trail the stop. I don't actually have a technical trail, but it's just a trail at the 141 even. If it breaks out, we'll be flat on NVAX. It was worth that wait when the news came out. I didn't want to trade it blind. It finally broke out an hour after they started that conference.
Yeah. NVAX would have been a nice, well, it was a nice trade there. So good on that one. Snapchat falling back down here, but again, everything is just in this range, guys. Like, honestly, this is why I was saying, like, I was up huge at like 938 today after, just crushing pretty much every stock we traded. And right now, man, I mean, things are just in a range. This is not worth trading right here. So we got to move on from it. We can check other stocks. Yesterday, Microsoft giving you guys about a $7 or $8 winner. Shout out to you, Jarhead. I know you had that one on board. And again, look, I can't even really recommend anything here on Softy. I don't like the short. There is earnings coming on this name, so I think short it at your peril, but we were up here as high as 213, and look, today, some of this rollover is happening. 0.62 on NASDAQ, 0.55 here on the market. So as it goes right now, it looks like we're a little weaker on some of these tech names. Let's check out its brother here on Apple. And the reason why I call its brother is basically my second favorite stock and my second largest holding in my own portfolio. Apple right now, 392 and change. Again, I mean, I don't really see anything here, guys. I wish I did. If I do, I'll get back to you. But right now, just CCL and Luck and Coffee on board right now, guys.
Yeah, I'm going to do this. It's called fail action for a reason. We talk about preparation a lot. One of the things you have to consider if you like to go short, do you have locates on that stock? And RMBL was a good trade a couple of sessions in a row for us here on the show. Me on Friday and Sean on yesterday's action. I did mention I like the breakdown at 22.50. If it happened, my order is going to reject when it breaks that because I didn't check for locates. So I'll see how expensive they are. At this point, you know, the move actually only gave you about a 30-cent win before rounding out to that bottom. So maybe we saved ourselves a little bit. We would have taken half for a small scalp and then the rest of it not much. It might not be worth it to pay the second time. Got to get that price first, guys.
And there we go, guys. I told you we'd find something. Here's Space. We talked about Virgin Galactic taking out the top, a quick 20-cent spread there. Win on that name. Long 60s right here. What is our price? Long Space, 67s right now out there, 80s. Let's wait to see. That's 13 pennies. So again, at this time of day, we take that all day long. What up, B?
Another mining name here, guys. NAK on the NYSE Arc Exchange here, 22%. Interlisted name. This is Northern Dynasty in Toronto as well here. 240 just broken there on monster volume. On a daily time frame, volume as a whole, a lot higher than normal. Again, we mentioned multi-year highs again, 2 days in a row for both silver and gold today. So a lot of these little tiny miners coming back to life after quite some time, guys.
Go Virgin.
Thank you, Brendan. Just finally got into that aim as it broke that 355 that we're looking for. Just rounding back up, you're looking for a gap fill positively for AIM. It, of course, was negative on the session, over 10%. New position alert at 355. And looking for, we just got the reload. And Oxy, 18 even. It just rounded back up. We took scalp profit on half of it. Now we're reloading in front of 18. We'll be all flat if it breaks that price.
25.21. Just looking here, where do we get out of Virgin here if we have to on the downside? 25.20. Just looking at a few different charts here on that name. So I like it through 25.20. That's right here, man. I mean, this is just, I don't need to look at other charts. I just look right here. That was the bottom wick there. You could, if I don't get 20s, then we maybe could take 10s. But right now, we're still thinking that this has a 26 spot all over it. Let's just check out our chart here on a daily chart. We've had some stop issues there. 26 even maybe. That's right where we are right now, 25.96. So we've got a nice little winner on board here, guys. I mean, sometimes it's easy and sometimes it's mac and cheesy easy. Let's wait to see if we get more upside as we go. But yeah, giddy up, guys. Almost at my highest spot I have been all day. What's up, Valeria?
Hey guys, welcome to the Trading Fashion Show. So as you know, we now have our Trader TV Live merch and we would love you to show it and show how you can order. So you would go to our homepage, Stock Market Today by Trader TV Live. You can find the store on our educational channel also now. So you click on the store, here you see the shelf with all our cool products. Well, we have really good quality t-shirts, hoodies, mugs, stickers, but today I would love to go to a beach towel because in Toronto a really hot weather recently. So guys, write in the comments what's the weather like in your city. So well, you just click on it. We have in white color, in a blue color, and in a black color. I feel like the black is the best for the beach. And also we have really cool black hoodie and we have a model today.
No, there you go, hold it up.
Okay guys, so yeah guys, really cool hoodie, very good quality. And also imagine you come in a black hoodie with the black towel, you'll be the coolest. So guys, you choose the quantity. You can order 3 towels in 3 different colors and you add to cart, proceed to checkout, it arrives and you enjoy. Guys, more items are coming and also please let us know your recommendations. What would you want us to make else? I'll see you later. Back to traders.
Thank you, Verlander. I absolutely love it. Hit that subscribe if you guys enjoy what's going on here. But I got to get you over to CCL. I'm still in this trade at 1506. We did take that bottom, the little double, triple bottom, whatever you want to call it, in front of that low of the day. It's rounding back up towards VWAP, but a bit of a seller here that they're trying to break 100,000 on the offer. If this gets taken out, I think maybe this will give us the move into that 30. And well, this time I'm not gonna sit there and fail to take profit. If it breaks a quarter, I'll take it out probably in front of that 30 to 35 area range. I am still trying to get a reload at my same price if it ever comes back down. And then, of course, we're reversing short at 15 even if that happens to go. Oxy, the second half of the trade. And again, if I keep talking about the reasoning why you scalp out in front of a trade like this, it's because I want to take profit. We managed to get 2/3 of the trade out so we can reload back in for half the amount we had before. And we basically lose 4 pennies, to be honest with you. 18 breaks, and I had 96 half short. I ended up paying 4 or 5 cents there to get out. You were taking on the way down here an average of about 16 or 17. So that's structure we can do at Day Trade the World, having direct market access, and even getting paid to sit on that offer and be able to catch a bit of a rebate passively. So it's to our advantage to do it. Put that trade on. We also put the trade on in AIM. This is one that Brendan gave to us, AIM on the pullback. Just got the break at 355. First target out for that 10-cent win. Next leg out, we'll get in front of 370. And if it makes a move to 380, I'm likely almost all flat. 4 even would be a nice break, but 408 is the actual high of the day. Nice retracement here on AIM. Thanks, Brendan, for that shout.
Yeah, good look there on Brendan, by Brendan. Yeah, CCL, we should have reloaded, but I just kind of got bored of this trade, so we're long still at 21. Guys, I mean, today, I can't keep talking about how good it's been. You guys know that. Again, message me, DM, whatever. I'll get to all of those as we go. We still have a small LFT, but not huge. Let's check out, oh, look at this. Some decent size here on CCL. So maybe we'll dump a little bit. We're long at 21s there. We could take out some 23s if that does go back to the upside there. So we're watching out for CCL to make that happen. Get some out 23s, and then if we break through this big guy here at 24, then maybe we'll get out as I scroll down. I don't see any other size there. So really the only issue here would be him. So let's get out 23s if we can. Space, meh. Right now it's a 10 penny win, but we're not going to take that. We want that up here, 26 or so. We'll get out of a little bit more. I've already given you my out back down here, 25, 20-ish. So yeah, that's going to be where that is in CCL. Yeah, we noticed that 24 seller, and we should have got out. But oh, Alibaba, that's what I want to talk about as well. I did love this Alibaba move here in the morning, straight up side to 61 after falling. Like it was cruising up here in the pre-market, and then we had a big fall down to 58, where we are again right now. This could break even lower, guys, on this. Let's just check it out on a 3-minute chart real quick.
Sean, breaking lower, watch out. The opening range bottom on Coke was 47.07, with the futures rounding down. It's about to break, or try to break 47 even. This failed hard at 48 even, 47.99 to be precise. So 47 break for me is going to be in the cards on Coke. Haven't traded it until now. I like this opening range break at 47 if we can catch it any second now. Brendan, what do you got?
I just noticed Salesforce, guys, a little bit weak on the day. They did have a little headline here this morning. It was actually just a few minutes ago, in fact. Salesforce announcing global expansion of Salesforce order management. So they're expanding it to 35 languages, the software platform. But yeah, CRM down today, 2% to the downside, kind of sitting here right at 191, consolidating on day lows for CRM, guys.
We love, I mean, I love Salesforce, a great long-term hold. If you're not into something, get into Salesforce, I would say for sure. Okay, we just took out some 23s there for 2 cents. Look, I mean, I'm still giving it all the way back down here to 12, where we've been giving it the whole time. But CCL, just waiting for that thing to break. Pretty boring right now. Let's check out Netflix as we go. If there's any questions or anything, put them in the chat. I'll do my best to answer them. Put some like bang emojis there or something, and I'll look to get to those ones. As, oh man, come on Netflix. Like, we get stopped out there right at that VWAP, and then it doesn't even break it, and now we're heading to the downside. So definitely a missed opportunity there on Netflix as the market starts to break down.
Guys, never get away from a good level if it proves itself worth it. I'm going to show you guys Macy's. We talked about this 2 weeks ago at 635, and every time it has touched that price, it has bounced. It has made a move at some point to that $6.85, $7 range. You saw it again yesterday. Look at it fall, cratering right off the open and turning on a dime at 635, where it had done a few sessions ago. Now pushing away from that level again today. Typically, when it's bounced off this, 685 to 7 has been a good price to fade it and then take that short side in front of the range. Lots of chop there. So I'm looking for a short at some point in the afternoon between 685 and 7 on Macy's with a 7 even stop. And then a lot of times you'll see it retest at least the middle at that 650. But that 635 back on the radar. It's been bouncing over and over again. You look at the daily chart. It's in a nice little tight range. Play it range bound if you want. It's worth 5-10% every time it's bounced off. At some point, it's got to go. While it's here, you might as well take advantage.
Yeah, shout out to everybody doing Hydration Nation today. We keep that going and going fresh as well. It looks like, there we go. CCL just broke, did it? Okay, good. Yeah, up to 26. All right, here we go. Now we still have this long on CCL, guys. We're moving to the upside right now. So I think this is a decent spot to start. There it is. I was going to say it's a decent spot to start cashing out, and we get filled there at 28. So a nice little win here. We're moving to the upside right now. We just keep getting on fire here with a little Netflix and smoke right there. We got to look at some cannabis names. Why don't we do that? CGC right now moving. Let's see if it's moving. Nah, 0.33. Come on. Give us something to do here. I'm not going to take this downside break there, but 1771, not looking horrible. But cannabis to only be up 0.29, it's not really doing anything. But nice out. Wow, now up to 30. Yes, CCL. That's a good idea. It always is when I'm trading CCL. What's up, Brendan?
CODX, guys, we were talking about this one a little bit earlier. Back to 20 here. So this is kind of the top end of the range when it comes to the daily chart. So we broke to the upside, coming back, testing this 20 area now. See if we can hold as support. There are some buyers coming in front of 20 here, but needs to hold 20 for CODX, guys.
Yeah, for me, I'm going to be now finally done and out of my CCL trade. This is a little bit of a bottom pick, and it's basically been playing the range. We have the pre-market and opening range high here at 1550. When it retested that, we shorted in front, so it puts in a top. It tests that top a second time. We go short. We then take it out halfway. Second half, we get almost to a bottom in front of 15. We talked about that as a target. It puts in the low at 15, call it 15 even, and then a higher low here at 1503. The third time it tested, just like on the top, you take the long on the third test, and it's just inside of this range. And if it, look, rinse and repeat. If it gets up to 1550, you're probably going to see me jump into the short in the afternoon with a hard reverse at not 1550 even. 1554 is the pre-market high. That's where I'd reverse to the long. I can cover the short at 50, but I'll go long on a break at 1554. So as long as we stay inside of this range on CCL, we can scalp it, but only in front of the, for me, the long in front of the bottom and the short in front of the top. Basically 2 for 2 there. AIM, pulling back in. We took some out, but I'm going to look to reload in front of 350 if we can catch that. Bit of a trend reversal on AIM. It's down 8 or 9% right now, but looking to catch that gap fill to the upside.
Okay, talking about gap, I got another idea right now. If gap breaks 1290, we're going to take it. So gap right now, looking to break through 1290 here to the upside. That would be nice if we can get that break upside here. Gap to go along with that Macy's, looking like they want to break out here. And if you just go back a couple days here, we'll go back to a 10-minute chart maybe. I think that should be enough. Let's just wait to see here. There was some tops, because I have it on another chart up here. Yeah, here it is here. These are these bottoms at 1285 or so. So we're trying to break through that. If it can go, and I don't know, 13 may be a problem, but if we break through 13, then 1310, 1305, and I do like a 1280 out if it does break. So right now, just to give you guys a quick idea, that is GPS right now, Gap stores. Not do anything with Kanye, and you guys probably saw what he was doing. His brand is going to be, Yeezy brand, is going to be in Gap stores. So if you look at a daily chart of Gap, that announcement, I think was it last week? It might have been right here when it went down to 10. Yeah, that's it, 10 all the way ripper up to 14 there on Kanye news. But right now looking to break through 1320. So if we can get down here, guys, a 1291 break, we will take that. But CCL continues to move upside again. And the destruction on this name continues. This is how we do it, guys. You see me into CCL or Microsoft, ding, maybe you should join. Let's go.
Yeah, with just about 10 minutes to go in the show, just a little bit more than that, I want to talk about some things that we might be looking at certainly in the afternoon. And we've talked about a few plays here, but I want to jump back to a name that we've sort of, I don't want to say we've neglected, but kind of been neglecting it for me at least, and that's going to be over in American. It's just sort of rounding back up to VWAP, and much like CCL just made a bit of a break off of the low, American Airlines just turned positive, trying to break above 1150 here. It was a hard reversal 1180, so you catch a break it here at that 50. You're probably looking at a 25, 30 cent scalp ultimately on the bulk of your shares. As it breaks it, it is what it is. I'm going to end up getting into the long on the break as I'm mentioning it here, why I want to take the long on an 1150 break. I'm going to go ahead and try this one. Now, the only reason I'm going to have a tight stop the futures are looking to possibly roll over through 10,850 on the NASDAQ. And if you're watching along on the ES, a little bit stronger in front of a bit of a recent high. So if this is a failed break, I'm only giving it about 5 pennies here on the to 1145. Similar to the Oxy trade, just not with a round number. So jumping into some American, it's the first time I've traded the airline today. A little bit late to that party. Probably should have been shorting it off of an 1180 area. When you get this consolidation after a failed break to the pre-market high, in a name that you're usually bearish on, can be a good short. Obviously, see it there. Now let's see if we can fill the gap back to the upside.
Okay, here we go, guys. Okay, CCL is still going. That's great. AMD. Come on, Andy. Oh, wow. Look, we got some support right now. Yeah, nice little win, guys. 14 cents right here. So we'll smile it off on CCL. Was not expecting that one. This is a 10-minute chart. Let's bring this back down to a minute. I was like, why do I have so many executions there? But no surprise there. 148 executions today. I mean, look, these are shorts. Then we go long again, and now we're starting to cash this out at the top side. Wow, CCL, thank you. Putting me almost to my highest spot of the day. What's up, Brendan?
LXRX, guys, one we didn't get to today. Big gapper to the upside in the pre-market, kind of faded throughout the entire session. You're going to have to trust me on this. My daily chart's not working, but these levels we're coming into right now, if you go back to yesterday, this is all scrunched up and not looking great, but day highs from yesterday coming into play right now on LXRX, so a little bit of buying to the upside once again. But yeah, 5.25%. This thing was all the way up here at 360 in the pre-market this morning, guys.
Yeah, talk about a nice little trend to the downside. Not a bad trend here on Coke. Of course, they had their earnings and made a bottom at 47 right off of the open, tested 48, turned on a dime there, and just broke 47. And we just mentioned a couple of minutes ago that I would take the short break at 47. So I just went ahead and did that, got slipped to 95s here. We can give it probably around to this 47 quarter. This is a time of day you don't want to sit there taking monster losses, but there's just a lot of room to the downside on Coke if it makes a push. It's a nice little bounce that it's trying to make off of this 43 on the daily, and you're seeing it do that. But I just mentioned to you when I took the AAL trade about the market rolling over. So Coke to the short side, when that's happening, I do like it to see if it can't get down at least towards that 46.50 mark during the lunchtime hour. Only 8 minutes to go here. A couple of longs, AAL and AIM, and we have the short in Coke that we just put on right here, right now, guys.
Yeah, so giddy up here we're talking about right now. I'm just posting this right here on Twitter as we go, guys. And again, follow me here. Look, this is what we're talking about. Short here on CCL. Short again, right? Actually, that's a mistake. I shouldn't even highlight that. That was in and out there. But then look, patience, guys, big time here. We take that at I don't know what time it was, 10 o'clock. We take that CCL. It rips up for us, but then we hold, and it holds this 15-12 level, and now going right to the upside. So let's just tweet this out. We said giddy up on there. Let's add a few more bang emojis out here, and let's dance it off, and then let's say 100 as well, and we'll just tweet this out. Follow me here, and you guys can see all of these trades as we're going, including our boy Carlton right there. Nice little dance moves happening. Maybe we'll do some of those moves. The Carlton, I believe it's called, anyways, as we get 100,000 subscribers. Thank you so much. Here goes CCL up again, man. This is a 17-penny winner, so we're really happy with that. Let's see if it keeps going high side, and there it is. A nice little out there at 39. So basketball's coming back, and we're just hitting swishes every day as if it's already back.
Yeah,
Draft,
I mean, they are going to get back. I mean, this is one of the things we're talking about. Sports is back, but they had no positive tests, which I feel like they're going to fare a heck of a lot better than my favorite sport, which is baseball. The Jays still trying to find a home. They're talking about playing in Baltimore, nothing like making a home park your rival. Not that Baltimore is any good. Just got some more shares in AIM here. I talked about taking some profit on the way up so we can reload in front of 350. We've gone ahead and done that. Just show you here. Just below that 350 mark is where I'm going to throw my stop. There was some support at 348. It's sort of a random price, but there was a bit of a buyer last time I checked there. So I'll reload in front of this price. 348 will be my stop out. As you can see by these little yellow marks there, you can't really see all of them. I have some take profits above 365, at around in front of 375, and then ultimately right at this level in front of some pre-market tops at 390, guys. So those are the targets I have on AIM. Likely to be a slow mover, but that's okay. I have AAL to the long side in the break, and then find myself short in Coke. So long AAL, short Coke. I guess I should be betting the market rolls over here and to get stopped out on the tight stop on AAL. Coke, I'm giving more room to about 47.25.
Okay, guys, and yeah, I did want to give a big shout out to Sean King here. Fist bump. Well, fist bump to you right here. Bang! There we go. Nice little fist bump there. Nice funny emoji. I don't even know what those things are called, Oompa Loompas or something. Nice little move down there. Or thank you for that, Sean King. I just want to talk about CCL here. GPS. What am I talking about? We just get in on that 90 break. We're only giving this down here. We talked about that. Very, very easy structured trade here. Obviously, futures falling. That's not going to be good for any sort of thought on this recovery. But GPS right now, we're long, and we're going to give this one about 12 pennies in an attempt, guys, to get this thing out near 13. And then I think it was about 13.10. CCL still motoring, guys. And I mean, look at this long right here, 15.20 Jarhead, Daryl. Any of you guys have this? I know Daryl wasn't on CCL, but maybe you are now. What a big win. It just continues to go, guys. We continue to be on fire here with only 5 minutes left. Valeria about to drop. There it is, the new educational video there about trading setups. Check that out if you're interested in what we have set up right here. But I'm just worried about winners, and that's what we have right now. We're going to get some more out of CCL here. Look, the market's a little sleepy now. It's going downside. We'll take out a CCL profit.
Yeah, and here comes AAL. So as the market tries to slide down, you are seeing a sustained move through that 1150 right now on American Airlines. It had that nice little bottom that it tried to put in here. Oh, it did pull in at 42, and then again at 45. And now we're going to run this one into this chop range that we had in the morning. And we expect, and this is why we take profit in the 60 to 70 range. You did see a chop fest before breaking down. I would expect the same thing at the lunchtime hour to take some profit here on American Airlines. Still about flat on that Coke break at 47. It's right here at the same 47 price. So good that we can have one long and one short. Hopefully make money on the long. The short, I need the market to roll over further, I think, for that Coke to get extension to the downside. But our stop's at 25. We're good to go. Brendan has something for us. Only 4 minutes to go.
My volume scanner, guys, just streaming MTP right now. So big battle taking place here just in front of and then above 6. And now we're back below again. But big battle taking place on both sides of 6 even for MTP. We're now at 130 million shares. So another couple of volume alerts there for MTP coming back to the downside, guys.
Yeah, I don't know. We haven't really got into that one. I mean, I've looked at it, and it's funny. I know you just saw the charts on Brendan's screen, but I'll show them to you over here and give you my little take because MTP right now, I don't know. I mean, maybe it gets exciting through 5, but yeah, tons of volume. I mean, look at this. Just someone looks like they're just washing shares like 58, 57, 58, 57. So definitely an opportunity there if they're into that one to get back and forth and in and out of shares there on MTP. But yeah, 620, big little move down. This is a 1 minute chart. So from 620 all the way down here to 555, nice 50-cent retrace as looks like it's trying to get back upside now.
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
away from it.
I mean, like, the volume looks fantastic. I'm just going to sort of file away. If we can actually hold this 540, I'll look for a potential break through about 625, 630, heading into that top. We've seen on these small caps that are up 100, 200%. That a lot of times 1:30, 2 o'clock, if it makes a secondary push and breaks out one of these levels, you get a second parabolic move. It's already put in one. I wouldn't be surprised if it put another one in. So watch out for 625, 630. And then, of course, if it takes the top, you can look at that 707 as well. Today, we have a monster board of earnings to get to and probably get even bigger tomorrow. But let's go to Brendan to get some of these earnings.
All right, guys. Yeah, it is about that time. We have to get to what is coming up as far as earnings are concerned. Valeria has a link for you, though, as far as our education video is concerned for today. Go check it out. All about our stations, what we're looking at, where we like to put those things that we're looking at on our stations, and what is very important when it comes to what you should be looking at as well. Let's have a look at earnings, guys. What is coming up after market and before the open tomorrow? Yeah, we are in the thick of it, to say the least.
Yeah. To say the least, definitely. I actually want to give a quick shout out to TD Ameritrade. TD, of course, being a Canadian bank, and Encino, one of their. We haven't talked about Encino. That's actually one of their big clients is TD. But right there in the middle, Sean, I have a feeling you've been trading it rather heavily. We're going to be looking at that earnings tonight. And tomorrow morning, I feel like we're going to have a nice little gap. United Airlines, I know some of you guys watch the airlines. I still have that AAL trade. I typically express trades in AAL. Tomorrow, it's likely to be United on those earnings. But Sean, I know you're very, very interested in the middle of that board.
Yeah, Snapchat should be good. Also, Texas Instruments to come. I just got some more into GPS, but yeah, let's check out Snapchat here. I don't know what the implied move is, but it's probably like 7-8% on Snapchat, but it has faded back. We only took one trade today, and we're basically flat on it. I think we paid fees, what it looks like here on Snapchat. But here's a quick daily look at this one. And look, guys, if it's going to get above 27, then watch out now. Or a 23 break to the downside. That's what I'm talking about that 7%, 8% or so move. $2 one way or the other here on Snapchat is what I'm expecting. So get ready for that. Really, guys, the only trades we have on right now is GPS. I took an average in here at 85. We're still waiting for 95 now, and even higher than that, 13 and change. And then CCL, yeah, we just cashed out there, 44. So still holding that 10%, but it's been a big day, needless to say. All smiles here. Thank you, Dr. Williams, for that big chat, and then for your nice little note there. You're welcome for that. And look, you're the one hitting the keys, guys. So you put on the risk, you put on the shares, and then you get rewarded. So we're just here to educate and hopefully entertain.
Absolutely, guys. And with just under a minute to go, there's at least one other thing that we have to get to. We try to do it on a daily basis, have a lot of fun with it. Without further ado, let's see if we can't get what national day it is from Valeria.
Hey guys, another amazing day together. New members, more subscribers, huge super chats, and lots of love and support on the chat. Guys, we really love our trading family, and we do that for you. Also, go watch our next educational video and write in the comments what would you want us to make next. And guys, please like this video if you haven't yet. We're so close to reach 1,000 likes. Just 100 more likes. Smash it now if you didn't yet, and you will make us really happy. And as usual, I'm seeing what national day is today. So Brendan, today is the National Cowboy Day.
Actually looks pretty good in a cowboy outfit there. I cannot lie, but I guess that's an inside joke that is pretty funny. I don't know. You guys know the story there. I was not privy to that hilarious joke.
Yeah, National Cowboy Day, definitely interesting. I'll give a little bit of poker line here, and it relates to trading. Know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run. It's literally that entire song is about risk management. We talk about this in trading. Only a few trades on here in the money, AIM and AAL, and of course had that Coke short, which I feel like the longs are going to work, and that short might get blown out. But that's okay. We'll go 2 for 3 if that's the case. It's been a fun one this morning. Watch out for big earnings today, and then of course tomorrow with the monster, we'll get Tesla aftermarket. That will be a lot of fun, probably trading it into those earnings. But down the line, doing a fantastic job as always. Valeria, give us that heart. There it is. My good friend Sean Katina taking a quick check, doing very well.
Yeah, it's 1 p.m. Yeah, Hydration Nation, guys. Stay on it. Join me, Twitter. Join the Hydration Nation. This is what we're doing. Let's go.
I think Lucas is still doing it over there, although I can't see what his progress might be on our production crew doing it as well. But Brendan doing a fantastic job. Shout out for giving us that real-time news on NVAX and those updates. Gave me the confidence for that trade. We took it 140. Thanks there, Brendan. As always, I'm Neil Roberts. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Trader TV Live. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.